Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hi, how are you? Hi. We are live. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes for the notifications to go out. That's me getting a notification. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. Oh, no, it wasn't. That was me getting an email. Right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How are you all? We've got 3, 4 in here live, I should say. Let me just make sure my live chat is on live chat, not top chat, because I don't know what that is, but it does make a difference. So we are just waiting for a couple of notifications to go out. Hopefully that will be very, very soon. Are we live? We are actually live. That's good. We are live. Just making sure I'm on the right channel and everything. Let's just have a little look, see. Yep, everything seems to be live. So, yes, hi, good evening. Good evening. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you can hear me okay. I hope you are doing well. If you are here live, please put a little note on the live chat. Just say hello. Yes, we are live. We are good to go. I do have. Good morning, Ellie. Good morning, Ellie. How are you, my darling? Thank you so much for joining. How's Bob doing? How's the new flat? Tell us all. How's everything going? I'm just putting my earrings in because you know me. I get triggered about my earrings. How are you doing? It's so nice to be back live. It feels like I haven't done a live for ages. But then, what's my phone doing? My phone's doing weird things. But then it's only been since Sunday. But of course, last week I did my Thursday, then I did Kirsty's Friday, then I did the Sunday. So it got a bit hectic last week. But yes, I don't know whether the spanners are in the house yet. I don't think they are as yet, but that's fine. The spanners will be joining us shortly. You're okay? Just what? Oh, just having some toast. My eyes are really not working today. Bob is burning some toast. Oh, bless him. Bless him. Well, that's fine. Burning toast is fine. That's how you get more charcoal in your diet, which is good, isn't it? Probably not. It's probably not a good thing. People are going to be on here going, no, don't do that. Burnt food is carcinogenic and you shouldn't ever eat it. And blah, 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 blah. Julie, good morning, Julie, my darling. I have weighed in this morning. I'm not going to give you any clues or spoilers or anything, but I am going to say it was Valentine's. That's all I'm going to say. We had a Valentine's this week, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. In fact, I need to write on my board. Yeah, we thoroughly enjoyed our Valentine's, is all I'm going to say, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Good morning, Roxanne. How are you, my darling? I hope you are well. We have a few here live in the house, in the chat. Oh, I need to get a different spray because I'm sure that's not what I'm supposed to be using on a blackboard spray. I use my isopropyl alcohol just to clean the blackboard off from all the chalk and things. But it's very strong. Also, oh, okay. Yeah, it's definitely not supposed to be using that because I apparently have now worn the black paint off of the board. That's good. That's good. Right, let me find my chalk. In fact, let me also find my little pad with all of, I haven't got any chalk. Where's my chalk gone? I've got my pad somewhere with my weight from last week because I vaguely know what it was, but I actually need to, but I need to just confirm where I am in the weigh-in. Anyway, how is everybody? You're good. You're good this morning, Roxanne. That's lovely to hear. I'm so pleased. Good morning to Lisa. Hi, how are you? How's everybody's weight loss gone this week? Let's have a whole discussion about that first, in fact. Just while I'm just writing down my thing, what I did this week in terms of my weigh-in, because I have just got on the scales. which means my total is now, right, okay. Right, I've written it down. It's on the other side of this. Haha, I'm going to put this just here. So it's all written down. It is all in and everything. Yeah. So, what have we done this week? We have we did a Valentine's. So we did. Why have I got? No. Oh, stupid. Oh, okay. Bob has seriously made his toast. We've got to go out at 2 to Iceland. My weight is all over the place because of woman time. Yeah, it will be. Good morning to Robin. Hi, Robin, my darling. How are you doing? Roxanne, you've maintained. In fact, over lockdown, you've increased in your ideal weight. It's something I've been working on for years. You've increased to your ideal weight. Well done, Roxanne. That's really good. I have increased, but that's not because it's my ideal weight, just because during lockdown, my eating disorder kicked in big time for the best part of a year, and everything was a bit shit, really, to be honest. So yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing that happened. My Well, for those of you that have followed me on this channel for a long time, you're struggling to move, Robin. Why? What's happened? For those of you that have followed me for a long time, you'll know that me and Rufus really struggle with an eating disorder, and it's something which we have been dealing with for a long time. And normally it gets triggered at times of high stress. So of course, you have a whole year of very high stress with everything that we went through with in terms of Rufus's long COVID and everything. Yeah, it's been bad. But we're back on it this year. There was a little flash this week of the eating disorder, which is a little bit of a spoiler as to what happened. But we did have, so we decided that we were going to have a takeaway for Valentine's. Now, we were going to do, oh, hold on a second. Robin, I helped my dad move yesterday, and your entire body hurt, especially your legs, as there was a lot of stairs. I know that feeling. I have helped many friends move house. And yeah, lots of times there are stairs and you're just up the stairs and then back down the stairs and then you're back up the stairs and then back down the stairs and then you're taking a heavy thing up the stairs and then you're not, and then you're just going up and down all the stairs all the time. It hurts, doesn't it? So yeah, so your body is in recovery mode today then, which means you've got to take care of yourself today. So today you're allowed to eat whatever you want, drink whatever you want, and lie on the sofa or lie in a hot bath if that's what you need to do. That is you're allowed to do all of that today. And if anyone questions you, Robin, just say Lisa said. Send them my way. Anyway, well, let me just have a slurp of coffee. Apologies for slurping. Yeah, we have really been struggling, Roxanne. Rufus is now in his, we've just done a full week of Rufus having the CPAP machine, the breathing machine at night. Well, it's not breathing, but it kind of is. Yeah, so we've just done a full week of that. And in the first full week, he has woken up only once with a headache, and it was just a headache. Whereas beforehand, out of a week, he would have had 6 days of blinding migraines that meant he had to go back to bed for hours. So yeah, that's all right, Robin. Anytime, my love. Ellie, we had to move Bob's medical stuff last weekend. The boxes weigh 10 kilograms each, and there was 8. Wow, I bet that was necessary, but I bet that still was the next day you were a bit like, oh, I've been to the gym. Oh, this is it. You see, nobody needs to ever go to a gym. You just need to set up a removal company and just move people into their houses. Then you'll be fit forever. But yeah, so he's been on the CPAP machine for a week, and as I say, one day he woke up with a headache, but the rest of the time he's woke up relatively able to move. His SATs are still all over the place in terms of his oxygen supply and his oxygen saturation. So that's something that we need to look at a bit down the line. But yeah, authentic removals. Remove your stuff and keep it real. Or remove your stuff and keep it. No. But yeah, we could do that. That sounds really cool. Good morning, Kirsty. Good morning, my darling. Oh, is it half term? Oh, Oh, the trolls. Oh, the trolls. Oh no. Oh, I feel for you, my love. I bet your hair is going monumentally grey, isn't it? Oh my God, my darling, I feel for you. Oh, wow. Um, yeah. So yeah, he's been better this week. He actually cooked dinner for. I know it sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? We're taking so much pleasure in small little things that we took for granted before. The trolls, indeed. Yeah. Um, Hi, Kirsty. Yes, it is half term. The supermarket's been a lot more busy. You're happily in the front room away from them. Yeah. So I'm expecting more little voices in your videos this week then. Um, yeah, if you don't know, by the way, if you're watching this and you haven't seen Kirsty's channel, Kirsty there in the chat, her name's coming up in blue, and she's got a little spanner. It's actually a wrench, but there's a spanner next to it. She's what I call my spanner, or she's one of my spanners. So it's one of my moderators here, and also really importantly over on the Authentic Beauty channel as well. And basically, Kirsty has her own. I don't know why I'm all. I feel like I've got a bit of heartburn or something this morning. I've not eaten anything yet. Kirsty has her own channel. It's called Making It Authentic. MAKE-ING It Authentic. No, sorry, Making It Up. My God, my brain. MAKE-ING It Up. Right, Making It Up. And if you go over and watch her channel, she's got a lot of unboxing videos. She does makeup reviews. She does tutorials. She does other subscription boxes where there's like gothicy sort of alternative bits and pieces, lots of bats and coffins, which is amazing. Um, um, so yeah, she does lots of things like that, and she is just an amazing human being. She's just done a video which was like an hour and like 7 hours long. It wasn't. It was like an hour and change, talking about her makeup brushes and showing her makeup brush collection. Because yeah, she's got a bit of a problem with makeup brushes. Yeah. Oops. So so do go and check out her channel, and if you do go and watch one of her videos, just leave a comment saying Lisa from Beyond Authentic sent you. And yeah, but she's a lovely, lovely person. She's a mum of three, and she manages to do all of her YouTube stuff, even with the kids. She calls them the trolls. Even with the kids, even in half term and everything else, she's still managing to do it. And if you do go and watch her makeup video, makeup brush video, there's a little giveaway. In fact, there's a bloody huge giveaway in there, and it's been extended until the end of the month. So you have time. So if you go and watch that video, somewhere in that video, there is a details of how you can enter the giveaway. It's quite a large giveaway. It's worth quite a bit of money. It's over £100, I think, 140, £150, something like that, of prizes that she is giving away on her channel. So yeah, do go and give her some love and show the channel some support. That would be lovely. Also, by the way, I've got to say she has just passed 300 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. Yay! I noticed it the other day, and I was like, oh, send her congratulations. Oh, she said she just put in the chat. It's actually worth £137.98. So yeah, when I said about £140, I was a little bit up, but you know, inflation. It's fine. But yeah, do go over and show her some love. Subscribe to her channel if you haven't already. And also, by the way, if you are watching this from Beyond Authentic and you didn't realize, I do have a beauty channel myself. I know. This ugly mug doing beauty. Can you believe it? It's called Authentic Beauty, and beauty should be for everyone and should cater to every budget. That, I think, is my new way of doing it, Kirsty. I hope you like it. Anyway, yeah, so go and have a look at that, because I've got unboxings and makeup tutorials, and I do a monthly Shop My Stash, which is the makeup I'll be using today. I've also got coming up a video where I look at fake makeup, and hopefully we'll be filming that a little bit later today. Hold on. Are you all right? Oh, so I could just hear Rufus's thingy machine, CPAP machine kicking in. So yeah, I think he's just waking up. But it doesn't sound. Hang on. I think I might have just woken him up, actually. Hold on. I just want to... I'll be back, everyone. I just want to double check that he's okay. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, he's okay. He was just he's woken up and taken his CPAP off, which is fine. But he's rolled over and sort of got onto my side of the bed. So yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ruffus is doing okay, Catherine. Thank you very much for asking. I'll come to that in just a second. Hold on. Ellie says, I'm still on your no-buy, but it will be broken on Monday. We've got a £50 Marks voucher to spend and I need to go Superdrug. Okay, my darling. That's good. There's no business like show business. I've been really good, well-ish this month, Ellie. Only done a £50 Killstar haul and not caved into buying any makeup. Well done, well done. Catherine, yeah, Ruffus is okay. He's on Good Morning, Little Miss Budget. Good morning, my darling. I hope you are well. He's okay. He's on a CPAP machine now. The COVID has triggered his sleep apnea, and he's really struggling. But a week in, I was just saying, a week in, he's now been able to basically wake up each morning without a migraine, all apart from one day where it was just a small headache, whereas beforehand it would be 6 days out of 7 that he'd have a migraine, and it would be so bad he'd have to go back to bed, and like literally back to bed for a couple of hours just after waking up. So that was bad. He's doing reasonably okay. That's a good improvement. He cooked dinner this week, which was we had lasagna, so he actually cooked dinner and everything. So that was really good. He's also, we went shopping and he struggled. He normally struggles pushing the trolley around the shop, but he struggled a little bit less. So yeah, he is improved. It's a step forward. It's not a big step forward. It's not leaps and bounds that we were hoping for, but it is a step forward. So I think this is going to be a very long recovery for Ruffus and a long sort of trek back into health. But we are making plans for the future. So soy inglés. I think it's yo habla española. Hola, amigos. I am starting to learn Spanish on Duolingo. I've been doing that this week because we are going in October 2022. So not next year, October 2022. So not this year, but next year, we are going to Spain. So we've decided, or we might go to the Philippines, but I'm learning Spanish anyway. And so, yeah, we're going to Spain. We're going to go and have a couple of weeks holiday, and that's what we're building up for, which means I need a bikini body. No, but yeah, I mean, so that's basically the plan. Is that's what's going to be happening. So it gives me a target to hit in terms of weight loss, in terms of learning Spanish, in terms of getting our physical improvement back into some sort of way. So I know Española. Hola, hola. Soy. I can't remember it when it's not in my head because I've only been doing it for a week. But yeah. Good morning to Stuart in the chat. Hi, my darling. Ellie, I can't do any big hauls till I go back to work. I'm back on the bandwagon for work from March 1st as I need money. Yes, you do. And it is difficult getting back into work, but there are jobs available. It's just with lockdown and everything, it is really tough at the moment. Kirsty, that sounds promising, Lisa. I'm glad there is some improvement, even if it's not much. No, it's good. It's a bit disheartening for Ruffus because he was hoping that it'd plug into the machine and then would be like, vroom, amazingly better immediately. Book a deal. I know. Por favor, perdón, or disculpe, which is excuse me. What else? Obviously, cojones. We all know what cojones are, don't we? Cojones. Good morning to Anita. Hi, my darling. Sorry you're late. You don't have to worry, my sweetheart. Thank you so much for joining anyway. I'm always amazed that you and Kirsty show up and ride at dawn, as we say. So yeah, I'm always absolutely amazed by that. But anyway, thank you so much. Roxanne, you've got a couple of hauls you need to film. Yay! And one you need to edit, but you finally uploaded your box of goth video up. I've got my pad here, because I say each week, I say, oh, I'll go and look at that, I'll go and look at that, and then I can never, ever remember. Right, let me have a little. So, Roxanne, is your channel name the same as your name on here? If it is, great. If it isn't, just pop your channel name into the chat, and we can all go over and do the subscribey, likey, sharey thing on the YouTube thing. That would be lovely. So yeah, I'm a bit more positive this week about my channel and where I'm going and what I'm doing. I'm just basically ignoring the numbers and just doing it. I am currently pre-filming for a brand deal that I have. I'm a brand ambassador for a brand, which is going to be amazing. And they've sent me over a box of goodies and a tripod and things, and I've got some content, and I've had to sign a contract. So, and I've got deadlines to film for and all of this stuff. So that's really cool. I'm really happy to be doing that. And it's a brand that I really thoroughly believe in. So yeah, I'm not going to mention any more about it because I am embargoed to fully discuss it until a little bit later. But I will be doing that, and I'm really happy to be doing that. I've got some editing to do for this channel in terms of recipes and things. We've just done. I'll tell you what we did this week. We did a really good gluten-free lasagna. And it was amazing. And you'll see when I do the What We Ate This Week video, which I'm behind on, but I will upload that probably tomorrow or Saturday. You'll see the size of the portion that we had was ginormous. It was a very large portion of lasagna. But all of the vegetables that we would normally have were all inside the lasagna. So Ruffus is amazing at doing things like that. So it was absolutely lovely. And we actually had two. So we had one on ... day and one the day after. And the one the day after was even better because it had kind of set. And when you cut it into a big wedge and pull it on the plate, it kind of stayed in place. The first day, because it was hot straight out the oven, you cut it and put it on the plate, and then all of them, the sort of mince and that kind of like oozed out, which was fine. It was still perfectly lovely and delicious. But on the second day, it stayed like a wedge. It was amazing. It was so delicious. And it was also, I think it was made more delicious because it was probably, oh my God, I'm getting emotional. It was probably like the first meal that Ruffus has actually been able to stand and cook in a long time, in a real long time, in like 4 or 5 months that he was able to stand in the kitchen and cook the meal for us. And yeah, he had to sit down a couple of times in between as he was going, but he did it all. And it wasn't like a tag team meal like we say, because quite often I will, like, he'll start a meal and then I'll have to finish it because he's just too poorly to be able to stand and cook. Sorry, I'm so stupid. But yeah, it was really nice to kind of see him back in the kitchen again and doing what he likes, because he used to work in kitchens. And oh my God, I'm so sorry. But it was just so nice to see him able to do that, and for not to have to feel like I have to be there in case he wobbles and struggles. And it was really lovely, and the dinner was lovely. It was really nice actually because he's such a good cook. But yeah, we said, God, I'm so sorry. It's so ridiculous. We said that what we're going to do with things like that is to do the dinners one week, and then we might have it again next week or a week after or something. And then we'll film it a second time round, so we know if there's any mistakes we made, or like he wanted to put a bit more like cheese on the top and then like blowtorch the cheese to get it nice and brown and crispy and things. So yeah, we're going to be doing things like that. So there will be more recipes coming on the channel. And for those of you that say that Ruffus, that you're missing Ruffus, he will be back on the channel. He's really struggling with some self-image issues at the moment because of the weight that he's put on and because he's struggling so much. And but yeah, he will be back. He's in and around a lot of my videos, and you'll hear his disembodied voice and things. But he will be back. He's planning his own little series of stuff for this channel. And we are launching a third channel. I know, right? Technically, it's a fourth, or technically, it's our fifth channel, actually. But anyway, ridiculous. But yeah, we're going to be doing a channel called Beyond Authentic Gaming, where we're going to be able to live stream my Star Trek games that I play, the Minecraft that Ruffus plays, Crash Bandicoot that he plays. What else does he play? A lot of those at the moment. But Sims, like he loves his Sims and things. So yeah, we're going to be doing that as well. So that'll be a whole separate channel. But oh, I'm so sorry, everyone, for getting emotional. It's ridiculous. But anyway, right, let's have a little look in the chat because I am way behind in the chat already. Ellie, hello, Nate. The cooking went well on Sunday. Oh, did you cook on Sunday? Okay, I don't know what that was. Oh, hang on. Oh God, where am I? Oh, right. Okay, fantastic. It's the same name, Roxanne, and thank you. No, we will definitely have a little look at that. That's going to be really cool, actually. Really looking forward to that. It is so exciting news. It is so exciting. It's going to be amazing. To be fair, like I have been talking to this. I have been aware of this brand for a while, and aware of their ethos for a little while, and kind of just been like, I really like them, but I hadn't had a lot of stuff by them. And then I contacted them, and we've been chatting. And yeah, they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. To the point where the PR person that I've been speaking to, the person that sends all the stuff out, actually, because I said, oh, you know, my other half has been a bit poorly, so you know, I need to sort of, if I've got a deadline, it needs to be a bit of a 2-week deadline rather than a week or so, just because. And in one of the emails, when I sent an email over and just said, oh, I've got your box of goodies, thank you very much. I'm trying this stuff out now. Her reply was like, oh, okay. How's your partner? I hope he's doing okay with the COVID thing. I hope the machine. I hope that's actually beginning to help. And I was like, oh, that's really nice that you remembered that. That was so cool. I was like, oh. And yeah, yeah, you'll see. I'm really, really, really amazed to be working with them. It's really cool. Robin, you're kind of stuck on the sofa today. You'll probably get some editing done for the next part of your makeup tour today. Yes, do get some more done. That's really cool. That's what I tend to do. But for me, editing on the sofa is kind of uncomfortable. So I did set up to do it in everything in here. But then currently my editing laptop is in the front room. And yeah, I do just tend to end up in there. And I go, oh, that's fine. I'm comfortable. And then I go, oh, no, I can't. Little Miss Budget, the PR I put up yesterday took me an hour to get right. I have bloopers to go up, laugh out loud. I was so impressed, my darling Vanessa, that you got PR. I was so cool. That was so cool. I love facemasksclub.com. I love them. And I thought it was amazing that you got PR from them. I really did. I was so pleased. They do seem to really, really, really be supporting smaller channels. So I'm so glad that you got that. Kirsty, give them an email. All I'm going to say. But yeah, I was really pleased at that. And the fact that you've got bloopers to go up, I love bloopers. Bloopers have become one of my favorite, or one of the favorite bits in my videos, I think. However, they're an absolute pain in the arse. Pain in the arse. They really are. I need to find a different way of writing down like where my bloopers are and which section of my videos and things to actually then have them on in a list to be able to put them into a separate video. But I'm working on that. You always find lasagna is better the next day. Oh, it was so amazing. Ellie, you two are the perfect couple. Thank you. It's so nice to see that there is some improvement and that you are there for him. Oh, he's saved my life. What can I say? Of course I'm there for him. You literally saved my life. You love lasagna. You turned into a Garfield. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Stuart, wish I could give you a hug. Oh, thank you. Hormones are a bugger, but then loose, hun. Keeping the emotions back isn't helpful. Yeah, no, I know. My hormones are a bit all over the place at the moment. It's nothing to apologise for when it's something to celebrate. I know. Oh, don't. If you're going to make me sad, not sad, but like emotional. Nice to see those improvements. Yeah, there is. I hugs. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Stuart. Yeah, he is improving. Do we have an emoji for that? There isn't an emoji for that yet, I think, unless, is there? Oh no, actually, I agree with that one, Ellie. I think that should be the eye hugs. Yeah, that should be the eye hugs emoji from now on. It does. Oh my goodness, you've got me hooked on watching your Star Trek game when I'm not. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love it so much. Um, um, no, that's absolutely fine. We like that emoji for eye hugs. If those watching now could hit the thumbs up button, oh my god, thank you. Yeah, if you could hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already, that would be lovely. Thank you for that. You're kind of gutted you've been left out of Face Mask Club PR. It might just be that they aren't aware of like, I don't know. I just drop them an email. That's what other channels have done. Drop them a little email because they are super lovely. And I know that Little Miss Budget, they contacted you, but they are really good for that. So yeah, just drop them an email. Stuart, she was so excited to have received the face mask. Yeah, I know. It is such an amazing, like, when you first, good morning, Renata. How are you, my darling? You've missed me having a wee breakdown already this morning, but in a positive way. Yeah, it was an amazing thing getting my first PR, and that's something that I will never forget. And again, doing this brand ambassadorship, it's just it's that little bit of confidence that you need sometimes when the numbers aren't necessarily reflecting where you want your channel to be. But it's really nice that I've got sort of brands kind of recognizing what I do. So that's good. I know that, excuse me, I know that a couple of years back on this channel, we were talking about maybe going along to SlimCon, which is a Slimming World convention, where the Slimming World sort of YouTubers. Good morning, Sophie. Good morning, my darling. How are you? I need to book a time with everybody because we need to get back into doing some transmission work soon. So yeah, I'm kind of feeling. I'm still fucked. I'm still fucked. My fibro. So for those asking how I've been this week, my fibro has been really shit. Really wobbly, really all over the place. My balance has been bad. We had to go shopping yesterday to just do some top-up shopping, and I nearly fell over all over the place. Literally, I nearly fell over in blooming Aldi. It was horrible. I just got this wave of dizziness, and you see, this is where people are like, "Oh, you're there for Rufus." No, like he literally grabbed hold of me and stopped me from falling over as I was stood there, and the trolley was kind of doing this, and the whole shop was kind of going, "Woo!" Like the shelves. It looked like the shelves in my head. The shelves were kind of going, and so I had to close my eyes, and then normally I close my eyes and my balance kind of goes, and it's literally like a 30-second thing. And this went on for a couple of minutes, and it was quite scary because I literally was like, I'm going to fall over or I'm going to throw up. What the hell is going on? And it came out of nowhere. Absolutely came out of nowhere. Absolutely came out of nowhere. It was ridiculous. So yeah, that was bad. But he did what he always does, which is just grab hold of me and like he leaves me. He just grabs hold of me and waits until I come back round, if that makes sense, until I stop spinning round. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, we're each other's rock, so that's good. But that wasn't good. And at the moment, my left hand particularly doesn't have much grip to it. It's like I can do that thing where you go in your fingers, but that feels really weird. And it doesn't really feel like I've got a lot of like pressure sensation there at the moment. But hey ho, it's only fibro, she says. So yeah, were you transported to the 60s, hun? No, I wasn't, unfortunately. It wasn't that fun sort of wibbly. Like it wasn't the Wayne's World type effect. I wish I could do that on my editing. You know, I must be able to download an effect like that because there's a few things that I would love to do in terms of makeup videos and things. Oh, I'm having so much fun with makeup again, by the way, everyone. I have been, oh dear, hands like a seaside grabber machine. A little bit, yeah, a little bit. That's exactly what it feels like. Do you know what it actually feels like? Did anybody read the Beano when you were kids? Because there was a comic strip in the Beano, and it was a little bit like, oh my god, what's that film? The Pixar film where it's got all of the people inside the girl's head, and they've got all the different characters, and it's like happy and sad and oh my god, angry and somebody will know. Somebody will know. Somebody will know. What's it called? What's Inside Out? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Inside Out. Right. So there used to be a Beano cartoon in the comic that was a little bit like that, but it had all of these things in and they were like controlling levers for the hands and things, and it was like in the head there were all these different things. That is what it feels like when I'm having a flare, because it's like my hand's doing something, but it doesn't quite feel like it's my hand, if that makes sense. It almost feels like in a sci-fi thing, like where they go, oh, in The Simpsons, where they've got the radiation rod and they put their hands in and then it's like a glove, or they put their hand in and then they control the robot hands. It's a bit like that. It's a bit like that. It's the weirdest sensation. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, so fibro's been bad. Roxanne, this probably sounds weird, but I have your wrists adjusted by your chiropractor when I go, and it helps with your grip strength and pain. Oh, Cheeky Weekly was your fix. Oh, okay. Cheeky was another comic, if I remember rightly, similar to the Bando, the Beano and the Dandy. Yeah. See, I haven't gone to a chiropractor because of COVID and everything. All of my fibro testing and diagnoses and everything else has just basically been put on such a back burner. It's ridiculous. So that's not been good. But anyway, it's fine. I am enjoying makeup again. I've been playing with makeup. I also have bought. So here, look, doing again, makeup channel, but weight loss channel. So this is my Fenty Glossy box that I got. So I've been playing around with Fenty. So I have added in my low buy. Fenty is one of my brands that I've been allowed to sort of play with. I have added in some liquid eyeliners in these bright colors. Look at that. Look how bright they are, because I didn't have any bright liquid eyeliners. So I've added in those. I've added in some eyeshadows, and I bought another eyeshadow as well. And I've also just got some super ridiculously colored. Now, Robin and Kirsty, I know you're both like this bright, you like your bright colors. Look at those lipstick shades. It's like a neon pink and a bright turquoisey color, and they are stunning. And again, it being Fenty, look at the amazing componentry, and then that is the color of the lipstick. Look at that. So cool. So yeah, I have been playing around with these for a video. I'm going to do a full face video of Fenty where I'm going to do maybe 2 or 3 looks from the brand and give my opinion on whether I like them. Spoilers, I do. Exactly. Look at that. Kirsty and Robin both in the chat going, ooh. Yeah, it's very expensive. But Anita, you were asking about Fenty as well. They've got a deal at the moment on boots. If you have a look for Fenty. They had a Christmas Snap Shadow and Mascara duo set. Supposed to be £28. It was down to 18 or £27. It was down to 18. I've got it. It's very, 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 very nice and lovely. So have a little look. See, the lipstick shades are great. They are. I've worn the pink one. I've worn that out. I know it's not in my Shop My Stash, but I couldn't. It was like I'm testing it for a video. It's fine. And so I wore that out the other day. And yeah, it's a really, really beautiful shade and lasts. It's really, really nice. You've been going to the chiropractor for years. Those eyeliners and lipsticks, I might have to put them on my watch list. I'm always looking for coloured eyeliners and weird lippy. So my lippies, as if you watch on Authentic Beauty, Roxanne, you'll know that I have a lot of JSC lippies. I am slowly trying to find alternative brands that I like in the same way that I like those, just so that I'm not reliant on the JSC brand, just in case anything happens. Or, as you know, I'm not doing a lot of that. I do have that palette. In fact, hang on, Alicia. If you just, everybody just pause again. Wait 1 second. Good girls. I'll be back in a minute, girls. Good girls. Oh, I've got it right here. So, oh, let me have a look. So yeah, this is what it comes in the packaging. It's really beautiful. And then me being me, instead of ripping the packaging, I've undone the glue just so I can keep the Fenty box. But a couple of things I really liked. So when it said a mini mascara, I thought it was a mini mascara like the little, like the Fenty, like the one that came in the glossy box, like a little, like ridiculously little tiny mini. Oh no, she's a good size mini mascara. Look, proper decent size. So I'm happy to have that. But then this is the palette. Look at that packaging. I don't really can see. It's got Fenty in gold. It's so beautiful. The other ones have got the number on them of the palette. So each palette is numbered so you can tell them apart. But if I show you, this is why I like them. Okay, so we'll go with palette number 2, which is kind of, it's the one that says Cool Neutrals. So palette 2. So far, I've now got 4 of. Let's see. I know, right? So much for a low buy, but anyway, it's fine because Fenty's on my list. So like this is the original. This is the packaging for the numbered ones, and then this is the one with the Christmas special. Love it. And so this one, the Core Neutrals one. If I hang on, let me just flip that up. So this has got like a pop of purple and then some brown shades. These two here are actually slightly more on the pink side, but they are very, very, very good. So yeah, those are those ones. The Christmas one, this one, it's called, has it got a name on the palette? It's called Snap Shadow Hollow Days. It's got glitters. It's got a lovely purple. That purple is stunning. It's like a duochrome. It's very similar to one of the ones from the Jeffrey palettes, from the Jawbreaker, mini Jawbreaker. And then, so this is absolutely gorgeous. And then you've got the 3 mattes down there, which are really, really good quality. And then if I show you, one of the things I like is that the whole point of these is that they snap together. So literally, you kind of get your 2 that you like working together, and then you've got your, there you go, and then you've got your palette then, and you can kind of use that side. And then if you think, oh, actually, I need to just darken it up a little bit, in you go on the other side. So yeah, oh, there's my little protector. It's gone on the floor. Where's that gone? Oh no, oh there it is. So yeah, really, 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 really like them. Like the quality, really like the formulas, and yeah, this Christmas one I got for £18, and it had what's it name with it? I got points on it from a Boots card and everything. So that was really, really good. Really, really liking what I've had from Fenty so far. And I've now pretty much am able to do a full face. The only thing I haven't got, because again, I'm really awkward about foundation, is foundation and concealer, because I know what I like in terms of foundation and concealer. And the one thing I will try at some point is the powder Fenty powder foundation, but everything else is I'm okay with just using my standard foundation for that. Ellie, you've got your eyes on the Fenty highlighter at the moment and still have your £20 Boots gift card. I would say go for it. I would absolutely say go for it in terms of Fenty. I really, 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 really like what they've got in terms of their quality. I really do like that. Anita, you're loving my bougie shop my stash this month. Thank you very much. I've got it just here. I will be doing that as we go now. I'm going to talk about that. For those of you that are waiting on my weight loss, my weight in, I have weighed in this morning. Now, I didn't have my usual morning poo, just to share. I know, right? Overshare. Normally on a Thursday morning before I weigh in, I will have a drink of coffee, I will go through my ablutions, and then I weigh in. I haven't done that this morning. I'm a little bit behind in my thing. Yes. So because of that, I'm probably weighing in a little bit heavier than normal, but that's fine. I this week I have my weigh-in results. Are you ready with the drum roll? Yeah, I put on £3. Now, I'm absolutely fine with that. Absolutely fine. Seriously, really am, because we had a Valentine's takeaway. Now, I'm being really naughty. Yeah, we had a Valentine's takeaway. So basically, what I decided was, you're currently in research mode for a video idea, something completely different, but obviously still makeup related. Ooh. Ellie, there's a Fenty stand at your Big Boots near the hospital. I might go in March when we are next there. Yeah, absolutely. Go and have a little look. They are. I can recommend them. I really can. Spoilers for the video, but yeah, I really can. Kirsty, you've basically maintained this week, which is okay after the meal we had on Sunday. Okay, so yeah, on Sunday we decided that I thought I could cook, and I could do a big Valentine's meal, like a really lovely Slimming World meal, and I could cook and all of that. And then I was just like, do you know what? Actually, it's Valentine's, and I had to do my live on Sunday. And for those of you that watched the live on Sunday, you'll realise that I was eating some of my dinner as it went live. So the delivery, the takeaway turned up late. Just literally got here just like 5 minutes before the live was due to start. So that was a whole nightmare. But I got a Parmo. I got a full Parmo. So if you don't know what a Parmo is, if you live in parts of the country where they're not available, it's basically chicken breast, kind of filleted, split upside down, and then with like a pizza on top, and it's breaded and fried, and then you put the pizza toppings on top, and then it's cooked and everything. It is fat and grease, and it is just amazingly delicious. But it's very, very, very not on Slimming World, and it comes with chips. So I had chips as well, and then I got lots of not lots, but I got a starter as well. So I got a mixed starter, the sort of Indian mixed starter with a sheema kebab and things like that, and some onion bhajis. And we had a really, really big dinner, and it was huge. And then a couple of days later, the plan was we were going to have ice cream for afters, and there just wasn't any space for ice cream, so we ended up having the ice cream afterwards as well. So there's been two days where I had a lot of sins over my plan, a lot, and we're talking probably a lot. Now, Slimming World will tell you, if you had a day like that, then get back on it the next day, and reduce your sin allowance for that day, and just balance yourself back out, and blah blah blah. If you know you've got an event coming up, instead of having your 15-20 sins a day, cut it down to 10, and then allow your extra sins. I didn't do any of that. I was just like, no, do you know what? I'm just going to enjoy my Valentine's. We're just going to have a lovely dinner. Ruffus got pizza. I obviously can't have garlic bread, so I can't have the bread. So yeah, I didn't do that. But Ruffus had pizza and chips, and I think he got a piece of fried chicken as well. The dogs got some chicken, and yeah, everything was. We just had a normal meal, a normal big full fat takeaway, and it's the only one that we've had since we've been back on plan, so in 5 weeks. So actually, I don't think that's bad. And I was expecting a gain, and we had a gain. So it's fine. Hopefully I'll get most of that off this week, and I will tighten the straps back in a little bit this week. But I'm fine with that. I am very, very, very fine to be able to say that, yes, I've had a gain, and it's not the biggest gain I've ever had. The biggest gain I ever had at one point was, I think, in 2 weeks over Christmas. I think I gained 11 pounds in 2 weeks, a couple of years back. So yeah, anyway. Excuse me. It could have been a lot worse, because there was another day, I think Tuesday or whenever, that I was a bit like, oh, Kirsty email sent, hope it works. Okay. There was another day this week where I could have done the takeaway thing again, and I really could have done, because we were a bit wibbly, but we didn't. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I think £3 on for Valentine's, for the amount of food I ate as well. I mean, it was ridiculous. I was so pigged. Absolutely. When you just sit there like after Christmas dinner and you're like, ooh. But yeah, so I'm fine with that. It'll be a loss again next week, and I have no problem in that being. Why is my chair so low? Hold on a second. I think I've pumped my chair down. Oh, that's better. Yeah, so I've got no problem with that. Anyway, right, let's go. I'll have a little look, see. That's really good, Roxanne. I'm really pleased. So, Kirsty, Roxanne is trying to gain weight to 9.5 stone. Roxanne was below that, quite a bit below that, and 9.5 is her ideal weight. So she's now trying to maintain that. So that's really good. So yeah, just keep an eye on it. Just, you know, if you find yourself kind of maybe having a few smaller meals and you know thinking, oh, your weight starts coming back off and you're not happy, just keep an eye on it. It's the same both ways. You know, you will get weeks where you don't maintain your weight and that you lose a bit of weight, or you will get weeks where you put a couple of pounds extra on. Just go with it. Just absolutely go with it, my darling. I have learned in my Cineworld journey, which is about 4 years now on this channel, that when I'm on plan, I've got to allow myself the odd, not so much blowout, but the odd meal or the odd day where I enjoy food and just allow myself to have something that's sort of off plan. And I'm not saying that I don't enjoy the Cineworld food that we eat, because I really, really do. But you know, sometimes you just want a dirty pizza, or I can't have pizza, but you know what I mean, a Parmo in my case. Sometimes you just want, I just want onion bhaji. And yes, you can do like low sin versions of it, but sometimes I just want to take away, and I can't be asked to do with faffing. I just want to get a takeaway. So yeah, you know, if you do that in your journey to kind of keep your weight where you want it to be in terms of having gained some weight, then you know, if you get the odd week where it's really tough for you to eat and it's really tough for you to kind of to eat enough calories to maintain, then again, that's okay as well. Just kind of just be good to yourself, you know, and keep in mind that you are at your ideal at the moment. So that's fantastic for you. So yeah, that's, you know, that's a really major achievement. It really is. The important thing is not to beat yourself up and just reset. Exactly. I've reset. I knew I was coming in with a game this week. I've had more of my low sin sort of snack bar things at night time than I should have had as well, just because I knew that there would be a gain. So it's kind of one of those, sod it, if I have an extra 2 bars, it's not going to make a massive difference because I know I'm going to be putting weight on anyway. So yeah, it's just one of those things, and I'm not mad at it. You know, it's fine. I am now, because my target has shifted from £70 to now 100, and so now it would be £108 more to lose, which sounds like a lot, but basically it means between now and October the 1st, 2022, which is 19 months, if I lose £1.25 every month, that will give me £108 loss, which is something ridiculous like ... 8.5 stone, which is a lot, but doable, especially at that sort of scale. So as long as I'm, you know, back on it next week, I'll be back on this week. Sorry, as of this morning, I'll be able to hit my target. It's fine. It's not. I'm seriously not worried about it. I know that we've done it in the past, and yes, it's going to be more difficult because of our fitness problems at the moment and not being able to go to the gym and you know, what do they call it, body magic and walking and things. That's really limiting us at the moment. But we'll just do it. We'll do it. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm on plan. When you started this journey 9 years ago, you were 6 stone 22. Exactly, Roxanne. Exactly. 6 stone 12. Sorry. Yeah, exactly, my darling. You know, at the end of the day, you're doing it for you, so that's really good. Stuart, you're 60.2 kilograms. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. My darling, if I could give you extra weight, I would. You know, I would love for all of us to go into a machine, and then you can take the excess that I have and, you know, add it to your under, you know, the bit that I'm overweight, you can put in the machine, and then you can just like plug it in, and then you're underweight, and then we'll all just be nice and sort of in the nice healthy band. But you know, it doesn't work that way, and it is a journey on both ends. It really is a journey on both ends. I know a lot of people who really struggle to eat. I know a lot of people who really struggle with eating. You know, I both me and Ruffus have an eating disorder. Mine is really difficult to maintain and to sort of shut down and to keep it kind of under wraps, which again, you know, I know Ruffus is as well. And we have problems with that. and sometimes having both of us with the same sort of problem can be a trigger. So when one's triggered, you know, when one of us falls off the wagon, the other one falls off as well, sort of thing. It's a little bit like a codependent sort of when you've got alcoholics, where if you get two alcoholics in a relationship, as long as they're both going to AA meetings, then they can both stay dry. But as soon as one falls off, the other one then gets really triggered and tends to fall off as well. So that can happen with us. And then it kind of becomes like we each give each other permission for the eating disorder to run rampant. And that's how we were for the whole of last year, really. But, you know, it's one of those things. We got through it. We're back on plan. It's all good. I didn't have pancakes on Tuesday. Didn't have pancake day at all. Just didn't want to do it. Anita, I was polite and said I wouldn't want them to miss out in a great marketing opportunity. Oh, okay, very nicely done. Ian and I could have done chippy last night, but he called it Asda instead and has diet-friendly homemade chippy. Yeah, that's just what we normally do as well. That is what we normally do. We normally do that. I think we're going out on Friday to go shopping. We're going out just because we only nipped out yesterday. We were less than an hour, about an hour and a half out the house. And literally like straight to Aldi, grab some top-up food because we'd run out of our fat-free yogurt and things, and then back in. So yeah, that was a very quick sort of run around, grab a few bits and straight back. Watermelon, that's an amazing watermelon in Aldi. Not cheap, but you know, I think they're like £2 or £3 or something each, which isn't bad for a watermelon, but they weren't that big. But obviously Brexit and not being grown in Europe, in Britain anymore. But anyway, all of that. So yeah, so we did that. But we're going out on Friday to get some food for the week, and I think we're going to get some fish for Friday. We've got some baked potatoes with the air fryer. The air fryer is so simple. So we'll do even less than Slimming World chips and things on Friday. So we'll have fish and chips on Friday with mushy peas. That'd be nice. Ellie, did everyone have a good pancake day? I didn't have pancakes on Tuesday. In fact, yesterday when we were in the shop, I said to Ruffus, when is pancake day? And he went, I don't know. I was like, no, neither do I. Because we were just like, I don't really like pancakes. Can't have gluten pancakes. Gluten-free pancakes just aren't the same. They don't rise properly and they're just a bit meh. So, yeah, didn't miss out. Oops, we had it. It's gone. Never mind. Yeah, the 40 sips. They're not good, Stuart. They're not the most flavoursome. I'll tell you what is a good idea, and it sounds completely like arse about face. Try what's it called? Slim Fast, and the other non-branded Slim Fast type things that Asda do and Tesco's and places like that. Because although they're designed to be meal replacement, if you have them on top of a meal or with a meal, it's the same sort of thing as the 40 sip, where they're full of, you know, vitamins and minerals and all of that sort of stuff. But it actually, if you're trying to gain the weight, same for you, Roxanne. If you're trying to gain the weight in a healthy way, you could do a lot worse than having those sort of protein shakes and the sort of weight loss shakes, but actually have them as an additional thing to get the extra calories and minerals and things in. Also, they do a better range of flavors than the 40 sips. Just putting that out there. You got the stuff Ellie then forgot. Okay. Oh, you got the pancake stuff. Yeah. Stuart, you quite like them, Kirsty. Oh, you quite like 40 sip. Oh, that's fine then. That's fine then. I know someone that used to put 40 sip and Guinness in a blender along with some protein powder and drink those. Guinness is just awful, but anyway, no, not awful as in like Guinness is fine, but the taste with 40 sip when you're having to drink it mixed in with other stuff. Oh, you had to have a thick soup type Guinness. You had 4, which for you is normal. Bob had 2. Your in-laws got a Mark's pancake box delivered as a gift, so all the leftover stuff they will be donating to us. What's a Mark's pancake box? I don't know what that is, but that's interesting. Roxanne, your new goal is to increase your fitness now. Yeah, absolutely. And you can do things like that in lockdown. Again, do that thing, or what's his name? Tom Wicks, or whatever he's called, Joe Wicks. Do that. I know it's aimed at kids. Just do that. Do that at home. Like, that will help. I didn't know there was anything like a pancake box either, Ellie. Yeah, absolutely, Sophie. Fitness is important regardless of weight. It really is. And I know it's something that we are working on in terms of doing some trying to get some walking in and things. It's difficult at the moment, obviously, with his breathing, but we are planning on sort of walking up to the end of the road and looking at the ponies and coming back and taking that all sort of up and down and up and down. So yeah. Pancake Day, you find this so funny. You had a week of Carnival instead. Yeah, well, you were off in that there Deutschland. So you know, how was it, Renata? How was your trip? How was everything? It sounds amazing. Ellie, Marks is doing loads of these box things at the moment. They had a Valentine's breakfast one too. Oh, are they? Oh, do you know why? It's because people aren't going shopping. So if you can order it online and get something delivered where they deliver you a box of goodies to make that stuff yourself. I know they do quite a good what's it called, like a takeaway dinner for two type thing. I know they do sort of quite good things like that. So yeah. Excuse me. Percy Pig maple syrup and other bits and bobs. The Percy Pig maple Percy Pig separate maple syrup. Okay, well that's fine. I got excited then, Ellie. I thought they did a Percy Pig maple syrup. I was like, oh, that sounds nice. Maple and bacon syrup. Right. Anyway, let's put some makeup on my face as we chat, everybody. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot more positive about a lot of things at the moment. Strange Presents, Robin. I make American style pancakes. You know, those thicker, fluffy ones every year for Pancake Day. And you make special bone-shaped, dog-friendly pancakes for the doggos. Oh, my darling, that sounds amazing. I used to like pancakes, but then I don't know. It's just a lot of hassle, and you just go, oh, I can't be bothered. And I don't like shop bought pancakes, and because I'm gluten-free, although we've got gluten-free flour and things, we've got so many different varieties that if I had to cook them, I would just be like, which is the good one, Ruffus? Which is the flour we're supposed to use for this? And is this one? And oh, I can't be bothered. And oh, so yeah. Plus, they're you can't really have them on spinning wheels. And because we'd done the Valentine's thing, I wasn't going to do pancakes on top. Anyway, regardless of even if it was like tomorrow, we wouldn't be doing it. So yeah. Real travel is so tricky. You cannot get accommodation in Germany because of COVID-19, so it was extremely virtual, like the rest of your life. Oh, I thought you went. I thought you went to Deutschland. Oh, my darling, I thought you'd actually gone to Carnival. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it from the comfort of your own living room. Did you have lots of, did you cook lots of German specialty food and things? Bratwurst and things like that. I hope so. I really do hope so. Yeah, I know, this year's just, last sort of autumn time, me and Kirsty were talking about going to IMATS, and I don't even know whether that's happening this year. It's supposed to be in May, but it might get pushed back. If it gets pushed back to sort of August time, and if it does, and if I have had my jab by that point, then I might still want to go along. As I say, I'm desperate to go and do some sort of normal things this year. I know there's not going to be any prides. That's just something that isn't going to be happening this year, which is so sad. But I do have videos planned for Pride season and for Trans Day Visibility and all of that. So there's going to be lots of my flag. This is for LGBT History Month, which is this month. Got my trans flag bracelet. By the way, this is something that Transmission makes, and we will be putting these online very, very soon, and doing some more online sales and things. I've just renewed the website, so I've got to sit down and rework the website at some point, and basically do all of that. So yeah, there's going to be a bit more moving forward with Transmission, even though I think currently me and Rufus have a new plan. So Rufus's mum is in hospital at the moment. She's had a fall. This year she's had both knees replaced. Last year she had both knees replaced, and she's okay. It was just a little fall. She had a wibble, but they think there's an issue with her back. It's pinching on a nerve or something at the moment. So her hand's a bit weird, and her legs a bit weird, and everything's a bit weird. Thank you, Renata. I really like it. It's like a watch. I really like it because it is just like a watch. This is paracorded that Ruffus made, and this is 3D printed. That our vice chairperson actually 3D prints. So his mum's been a bit poorly. She's in hospital. Of course, none of the family can go and visit because of COVID. But she's only just getting some tests done on her back to see if she needs maybe a little operation to maybe whatever. Like, it sounds like the discs are just pinching on a nerve somewhere, and that's causing her some balance issues, some neck issues, a shoulder issue. Her hands a bit tingly, and her knees like not quite going where she thinks they should be. So as she's walking, it's not kind of, yeah, you know what I mean. And so basically, she'd put it down to her knees in this operation, and we'd all put it down to that as well. But now it turns out there might be something just pinching a nerve. So that's all being looked at. So she's okay. She's in the best place, and she's just getting all the scans and that done. She should be home today, hopefully today or tomorrow. So she's only been in for it's like a 3 or 4 day visit. So hopefully, and they've had their jabs. His mum and dad have had their COVID jabs because they're in their 70s. So yeah, so fingers crossed that will all be fine. But what it is showing us is that we need to be moving down south, and we are starting to maybe think. We're starting to think quite seriously about that now, and about where we would go. And there is one place that just seems really obvious for us to sort of look at, and that's Brighton, where they have a huge trans population, a very trans-aware health, CQC, CDC, CGC, CCG, Care Commissioning Group, CCG, there you go, and all of that. And they've got, so the work that we do with transmission would kind of dovetail very easily into Brighton, if we end up doing that. At the moment, it's kind of like a maybe. So yeah, looking at that maybe, and just see. And it wouldn't be till obviously sort of probably next year, middle of next year, late next year, whenever. But with his mum and dad just getting older, and with us being so far away, it's like being 4 hours away, 4.5 hours away is a bit of a trek if anything ever happened. Whereas in Brighton, we're an hour and a half away. And so, yeah, we're maybe looking at that. Roxanne, you normally go to Summer in the City in August. It's a convention for creators, and it's so much fun. London Edge. I've done London Edge. London Edge is very good. London Edge is very good. We went there. Yes, it is a convention for alternative fashion and lifestyle. I went there when I was running a shop. I used to run an alternative gothic shop, and we went there and bought a shit ton of stuff for the shop, t-shirts and bracelets and all sorts of bits and pieces, jewelry and stuff. Yeah, London Edge is it's very much a business to business sort of deal. It's like a business event, but or at least it was. But yeah, Cyber Goth. There's loads of Cyber Goth there. What's it called? Cyber Dog was there. Spiral were there. In like virtually every store had some sort of spiral type thing. Alchemy Gothic had a massive store there. They were amazing. And I'm talking back a few years back, and now there's all these independent ones. So yeah, that was really good. Liked London Edge. Probably no need for me to go there now, but because I don't run a shop. But anyway, right, let me get some makeup on my face. But yeah, anyway, so that's kind of what we're looking to do. What I'm looking to do over the next 12 to 18 months, I think, is to like properly get all of the channels established and working, and then also get like transmission back into a place where it's kind of on a decent footing, and doing all of the various groups and things. And then yeah, there's a lot going on at the moment. There's a lot of plans. But last year, I feel so basically, right, this is my ADD brain kind of flitting between topics, but on Monday coming up, our transmission weekly call will be at number 50, which means we are 50 weeks of doing online support. We went on, I think it was the March the 15th, I think, or 16th. We started on for online support. So it was just before the actual like country went into lockdown 1. That's when we shifted to an online format, and so we are nearly at a year of online support groups, which is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But it is showing us that online support is a possibility, and what we are, yeah, what we're just looking at all sorts of options as to how we kind of move forward. But when we lock down, it's because me and Rufus were really, really poorly, and Joan then got poorly the week after, our vice chair, and then Sophie, I think, got poorly a while back as well. And so basically, we all just ended up being really ill. And obviously, me and Rufus were down for 5 weeks before we kind of were able to sort of get back to any sort of normality. And then long COVID and all of the effects afterwards. But what I'm basically saying is I've lost my train of thought. I've got no idea what I was saying. Yeah. So basically, anyway, for the last 10 months, I feel like I've been on a power down. Like literally, like I feel like I've been on standby with a lot of my support groups and things and the advocacy work. I haven't been a very good chairperson. I haven't been a very good anything, because the idea of doing anything for anyone else was just completely alien. And throughout the summer, we were still doing delivery drops and food bags to Doncaster, and delivering, people emergency food parcels and things in Leeds and Doncaster, and Bradford. And we were still doing that right up until sort of August, September time, when Rufus really started to get poorly. So yeah, that was a lot of hard work, and yet I still feel that kind of like we didn't do anything. But I've kind of come out of that now. I'm kind of shaking that off a little bit. I'm just basically looking at, right, what is going to be the new model for transmission? What's the new model for my life? Like, where are my priorities? Obviously, Rufus being ill and his mum now being sort of having a few issues, it brings home some different priorities for us. But it also means that basically, like, I want to be in the fight for trans acceptance and for trans rights and for all of that. I really, really do. I want to be like doing the advocacy work and things, but I can't do what I did before because I haven't got the energy. And with the channel, it's like I am just about maintaining the 2 main channels at the moment, because I get to film at 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? And I get to edit at 6:30 in the evening, or I don't know, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when I get to edit, because it doesn't matter what the timescale is. I'm not answering to anybody else's timescale. So that is something that I think I need to be really mindful of, is that whatever happens in the future in terms of all of the projects, I have to be able to maintain them and maintain my own health. And I can't do that if I'm running flat out 24/7, trying to get videos uploaded, or trying to, deal with CCGs or whatever it is that I've done in the past. I can't do that if I'm running flat out for everybody else. So that's kind of where we're at in terms of everything, really. It's a bit self-care, it's a bit everything else. I'm going to put some makeup on my face now. I'm using the Jekka Black Glow Drops in Rose Pearl. I fucking love these. These are like, literally, I'm so glad this went into my Shop My Stash, because these are, so this is a primer, right? So let me just show you. If I put them on, like, see, look, I'm running out. This is a primer, and it's basically like a liquid highlighter in a primer. So you can use it as a primer, as I'm about to. So you just put it all over your face, or you can add it into your foundation and make your like matte foundations really, really glowy, which is what I've also been doing. I absolutely love it. So, for those of you that watched the other week when I did I can't even remember what it was. It was I think it was in the Shop My Stash video, when I did my foundation using a really, really, like, get off. There's a little bit of fluff. When I did my foundation using the Revolution full coverage one, oh my god, right, I am now working out, I think it's my age, and I want to do a video looking at all my foundations and basically working out what works for me and what doesn't, but I now know that a full coverage matte foundation is absolutely the worst for my skin. Absolutely the worst. Like, without fail, the worst thing for my skin. So if you feel the same, Hunter, don't worry. I know, love. We'll get all back into everything, in a different way. In a different way. I think do you know what? I was having a discussion. ADD brain, switching topics. let me go back into talk about the primer drops first. So they do a blurring Formula One, and they do like a pore filling primer. Not tried them, not really wanting to try them because this stuff is so good, right? I look like a fucking android right now. Like, if you think this is glowy on this camera, imagine what this looks like in real life, in person. I look so glowy. I look like I am covered in oil or like the Tin Man, right? Totally ridiculous, totally over the top, totally bonkers. However, the minute you put a foundation on top of this, it leaves my skin like I just look like I've got really healthy skin, really healthy skin. Yeah, absolutely, Anita. You definitely favour a lighter, less matte foundation these days. It's kinder on your wrinkles. Yeah, absolutely. So, like my forehead lines, which you know is my big bugbear at the moment. I can't do anything. Like every serum, I think I need to buy. There was that Matrixel I need to get hold of again. Revolution stopped making it, so I'm going on to the ordinary one to get it. I'm running out of my foundation as well. But basically, what I have found is that if I use this with a normal foundation and then put another drop, I'm going to use even more glow drops. I'm just going to put one single drop into this. What I have found out, and you don't have to use this brand, there's lots of other like liquid highlighter, Revolution do one, Catrice do one. Who was it that we got in a box recently? I can't remember. I got another brand in a box. But basically, if I add all these into my foundation, right, my foundation looks so glowy, so lit from within. And one thing I'll say about this particular brand, is that they are like, this seems to make my foundation last all day. Like, I've tried a lot of primers. I've got a lot of primers in my collection, and there's this formula absolutely works for me. It really does. And this is the one that I got in the glossy box way back when, and I've nearly used it all up. And yeah, I absolutely, so for a while I didn't use it because I've been trying to work out what foundations I like. And now I think this is becoming, like, rapidly become, or has become, my favorite primer. Just because it creates this kind of this really nice glowy skin look. It's really good. Do I want another one? Absolutely. Yeah, if people don't get on with it, send me them. I do have a backup, but absolutely send me them. I think they are phenomenal for me. And it's a really cool brand. But just sort of see how, if I go really close, like my forehead, it still looks a little bit shiny because the foundation is a little bit wet, still just there. But you can see here, it's kind of, it just looks like my skin, but like seriously better. It looks like you're having a really good skin day, but because I've got foundation on, it actually gives me that nice, I get a good face of coverage. So all of my spots are covered up. My wrinkles are kind of, you know, not showing through too horrendous. And then what I do is I'll put this Beauty Bakery, the Beauty Baking powder, which again, oh my God, who the hell am I? I used to use my Revolution one for everything, and now I'm in love with this. I will put this over the top and mattify it, and then my skin just looks fucking amazing. It looks so good. I am trying out a completely different way of doing skin at the moment for this brand ambassadorship that I'm doing. And it's oh, thank you, Anita. You're putting together a friend mail for you. Oh my God, don't you make me cry. You can't make it work, and you've got one who look fantastic, so it's sealed and everything. Trust me, I will take them all. I will take them all. If nobody else wants it, I will use it because I glow to the gods. The tip is just the tip. The tip is you need to check the address. Okay, I will. Well, oh God, oh, hang on, I've just realised my Instagram isn't up. What the hell? It just flashed up on my screen without being actually up. How does that work? Anyway, yeah, so basically the tip is to do what I've just done. Put it on, give it a few minutes to dry down, put your foundation over the top, and then use a powder over the top of that. Because then what you've got is basically you then mattify it. Now, it depends whether you like a full coverage foundation. I can't do a full coverage foundation anymore. So if you've got a medium coverage foundation, then the glow drops absolutely work amazingly. I have also used them as a liquid highlighter on the top as well. That's something that I quite like to do. But I use, I mean, you've seen the highlighter collection where I've got the Revolution ones in the various shades. Those are now starting to really dry up, and Revolution aren't doing them anymore. So that's why, yeah, it's not so good. Right, if you've got combination skin, yeah, it can make you look oily. It's not an oil formula, so it doesn't make you oily, but it makes you look oily because you've got that sheen. So if you have got oily skin, then maybe it isn't for you. But they do an amazing matte primer as well that I've tried. Did I try it? Was it a sample? I think I might have had a little sample of it. I can't do matte because if I do matte, then my forehead looks like Gordon Ramsay. So I don't do matte anymore. So yeah, I am also going through my. In fact, I have a whole load of primers that I will be decluttering. So if you want some matte primers, Ellie, let me know because I will be decluttering these at some point in a video. And I will have a shit ton of matte primers that I can't use. Just need to get a few bits on payday. Oh my god. No, like, oh god, you know I'll end up crying, but thank you, Nick. You don't have to. Like, people don't have to send me anything. I always appreciate it when people send something. It absolutely makes me cry. Like my new favorite mascara is the one that Ellie sent me, the Essence one. It is seriously amazing. I mean, even though in my Shop My Stash I've got Marc Jacobs and Kat Von D, I still really want to get back on with my Princess mascara, which is in my collection, which will probably go into my next Shop My Stash. Although, because I'm trying out products for this brand ambassadorship thing at the moment, you may well see that I might do an extended, this Shop My Stash might roll for 2 months. I haven't decided yet. Also, you know, the ones that, I know Kelly's not in the chat today, but for people that are doing the monochromatic Project Pan thing, how does that work? Like, and I've just remembered I was about to hit powder because Ellie's not on the board tonight today, are you, Ellie? Because I was literally just about to reach for my powder. Yeah, you know, I forgot concealer. It makes me happy. Concealer. It covers my lines. Yeah, I was about to forget my concealer. I'm going to keep singing that song. That is going to be the concealer thing. There you are. You see, now you've said it. Thank you very much, Ellie. Where's my tissue cloud? There we go. I am absolutely doing my. You're setting your face. Fantastic. I am absolutely loving my Shop My Stash videos. But this idea of this monochromatic Project Pan, like, who decides what's the thingies? I do really have a mental block when it comes to concealer. I don't know why, because I've used concealers for bloody years. The thing is, though, I always use concealers differently to a lot of other people because I used to put them on top of everything else. And it's only sort of recently that I'm realizing that doesn't work, and that's why things look cakey. But also, I now need concealer to actually cover up the lines and the bags, whereas I used to use it just as a brightening agent, so just to brighten under my eye, just to kind of give me that healthy, glowy look. Whereas now I need it to do its job. So yeah. Oh dear. Okay, okie dokie, Kirsty. You've got to go and feed the miniature troll. Oh wow. Did you pay the toll from like when they went over the bridge? Is that the one? Is that the thing? The bridge, the troll bridge, and there was a toll, and is that? There's a fairy tale about that, isn't there? Can someone tell me I'm not going bonkers? You find concealer just makes your dark circles look grey, no concealing at all. Then you'll need to use a color corrector. So if you've got blue undertone, and this is a good tip for everyone, if you've got a bluey undertone, now for the trans and non-binary gender diverse communities, that can be because of beard shadow. So you get like a bluey grey effect here on the jawline where you've got beard growth or beard shadow. Even if you've had laser, you can still have it. Even if you, well, technically, if you've had laser, you shouldn't have it. But even if you've like closely shaved everything, you can still get that grey look. Also, if you've got that under here, under your eyes, if you get those sort of bluey tinged bags or that sort of grey look, you need to put on a orange or red tinted color corrector. So whether that is like you can even use, I've seen people use a lipstick or like a liquid lipstick that's in a sort of a neutral, like in a nude color, but just varying on the side of pink, or a coral. That is what you basically need, is to place underneath here, and that will color correct the gray. And then you put your normal concealer or foundation on top of that, and that will give you then a good, yeah, beard shadow can happen to all genders. Absolutely, absolutely, Renata. If so, again, if you are, whoever you are with, if you've got a bit of a beard shadow and you're wanting to cover that, put red on, and then, or like a pinky tone. Dragon Beauty, which is Nikita Dragon's brand, which is a trans, largely aimed at trans non-binary folk, but is also aimed for anybody. But a lot of her products are designed specifically for use from that community, but anybody can use them. She does a color corrector, which is almost like an orange red. And you put that on, and it literally makes the whole face look like bright orange. And then you put the foundation over the top, and it completely gets covered. So yeah, for beard coverage, for that sort of beard shadow, for dark shadows under the eyes, eye bags. If you've got sunken eyes, you know, sometimes as we age, our eyes, we can get like a grey shadow kind of around here. So it looks like on top of our lids is shadow, and then around here, so we almost get like panda eyes or like bruised eyes. Again, use a pink undertone, pink to red undertone color corrector, put that on, then go on over the top with a normal quote unquote concealer or foundation, and that should correct that. Now, I never used to have to do any color correcting. I just used to use concealer as kind of like a brightening thing around my eyes. Nowadays, I need concealer to do the job of a concealer. So I need it to actually kind of help cover up some of my circles and just kind of make my under eye look a little bit smoother, but also brighter, which is why I do like, and I do use concealer, but I do always forget. Does anyone have any recommendations for a night cream which isn't too thick and heavy? Your current one is feeling like your skin can't breathe. What's your current one, Little Miss Budget? I really like the Dr. Botanical Seaweed Night Cream. It does feel a little bit thick, but so hang on. This one I've tried, right? This is the Cocoa and Coconut Superfood Reviving Hydrating Mask by Dr. Botanicals. Now, I bought this thinking that it would be a night mask. It's not. This is really, really thick. I have to put it on and then take it off. So yeah, that's one that for me is too thick. It's designed as a 10-minute mask that you take off anyway. Didn't realise that when I used it. So I have used this at night time, and then woken up and my face just feels really pilly because of the product. So that's not good. The Avant one that we got in a glossy box or wherever is actually not bad. I quite like that one, although it's very, very expensive. The La Cura one from Aldi, from Lidl's, the one from Lidl is all right. La Cura. Hi, Kelly, my darling. What was I talking? What? Can somebody remind me what I was said? Oh, Kelly's not in the chat because blah blah blah. There was something I needed to say to Kelly, or was referencing Kelly about. I can't remember what it was. Hi, Kelly. Good morning, my darling. The La Cura one from Aldi. In fact, I've got it here. The caviar one. Skincare here. This one. The La Cura Caviar Anti-Age Night Cream is about £4 or £5 and is actually really good. So yeah, this one's really good. Like this one a lot. It's currently in this tub because I'm trying to use up my Dr. Botanical Seaweed one at the moment, and my Avant one are the two that I have on rotation. But caviar one from Aldi is very, very good for the price point. And what I will say is they've had it in recently. The last few times I've been into Aldi, they've had it in. So my nighttime routine, I am going to be filming my skincare video. In fact, I'm going to try and do that this week as well. My nighttime routine, when Ruffus goes to bed, he goes to bed a little bit before I do, because I will eat my pudding, because we have pudding at nighttime just before we go to bed. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's our plan. That's our weight loss plan. Anyway, he takes his to bed, watches his YouTube and plays his game. I'm in the lounge and I will do some YouTube or do some Star Trek or whatever it is I'm doing. And then just before I come to bed, I always go to the bathroom, have a toilet break, do my teeth, all of that stuff, and then I get my my makeup removing pad thing, take all that off, and then I come in here and I do my skincare, and I do my silly Sally acid I put on just because of the masking, just wearing my mask, you know what I mean, just to keep that kind of done. I have been, so I do that. I do my serums, my essence, and my hyaluronic acid, and then I will either do my night cream or I will do my, I will kind of stop there and do my night cream that's from the bedroom. So I do that every single night, and my skin doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Hi, Louis. Hi, Louis. How are you? How are you? Have you been a good boy today, Louis? Have you been a good boy? Are you enjoying being off on half term? I bet you are. I bet you're enjoying having some fun with your mum, aren't you? Yay. Yay. It's so cool. Can you do this, Louis? Can you do thumbs up? We like thumbs up. In fact, Louis, can you tell everybody watching this video to give us a thumbs up? Because that would be lovely. If you're watching this, please do give us a thumbs up. Louis says give a thumbs up. Yes, we like a thumbs up. Oh, bless. We might be going to Aldi this week, actually. If I go and have a little look see, then I will have a look, Robin, and see if I can. I've not seen any cross stitch, although they have got a big crafting section in the middle now. In the middle of Lidl, kind of the middle of Aldi bits. So yeah, I will have a little look see. Roxanne, you're using the number 6 night cream at the moment, and it's really lightweight. It's also so moisturising. Yep. Oh yeah, Kelly, monochromatic project pan. Where is the list of what month you're doing what? Where's that list? Who decides it? Because I need to have a little look at it to maybe have a go next month. Nighttime routine is non-existent. Yeah, it's a hard thing to do though. There's the occasional night where I'll just take my face off and then I won't bother with the whole serums and creams and stuff. I will just go to bed and then I'll wake up for a wee or something in the middle of the night, and I'm like, oh, I haven't done my cream, and then put it all on. But yeah, so but I am finding that if I do maintain a habit with my skincare, then I get the benefit. So I have seen my skin improve. I do need to get some more Matrixel, though. That is the thing that I think my skincare routine is really missing out on at the moment. So the Star Trek Malarkey, Renata, I play Star Trek Breach Crew a lot, and because there's different servers depending on which part of the world you're in. Now, because we're in the UK, the European server, which is the one that you're supposed to use, or the one that is comes up automatically. I'm just using this Flower Bakery setting powder, by the way, but we don't bake, even though it's Beauty Bakery. All we do is set the face. See now, look at that. I don't know whether you can see, I've got a little bit of wrinkling going on here, but actually, once I lay down my setting powder, it doesn't look half bad. It really doesn't look half bad. With this glowy primer on, look, my skin looks it looks really healthy, even though these lines. Look at my lines. I look so old. Eat your dinner, Louis. Eat your dinner. Your mum's telling us. She is. Your mum is telling us everything, saying that you need to eat your dinner. So yes, eat your dinner, please. Thank you very much. You think it's from Poundland? Belinda Chapman talks about it a lot too. Okay, I will have a look. I've used some Poundland skincare and thought it was absolutely diabolical. Their eye cream is ridiculously crap. For their standard moisturizer, I will have a little look see actually, because that sounds interesting. Yeah, do have a little look. If I can find a world map thing as well, Kelly has a little look. Yeah, we'll have a little look see and see what we can find. Kelly, if you go to your first video about it, there's a link to the Facebook group for the project, but I'll DM you the list. Thank you very much. That would be lovely. Anita, you love your skincare time in the morning and evening. Favorite time of the day. You use ordinary Matrixor. I love it. It feels lovely. Right. Thank you. I will definitely I'm going to order that because it is something that I have been trying to get. It was on my Revolution cart and now it's in my Revolution. When this comes back into stock, we'll email you. So yeah, but Renata, the Star Trek Bridge Crew, it's a virtual reality. So it's a PS4 game, PlayStation game that you use the VR headset on. And basically, you are in Star Trek. You are literally the captain. So there's 4 roles you can play: the helms person, the operations or engineer, tactical, so blowing things up and shooting, or the captain. And you take on those 4 roles and you play with other people. And I play on the American server because people in Europe aren't on. There's very few people playing the game anymore. Basically, the game's about 3 years old, and the last update was 18 months ago. And yeah, it just hasn't been updated, so people aren't playing it. They apparently are making a second one, but the people behind the game just don't care. So, but there is a lot of people that play the game. They really do. They do like it. Little Miss Budget, have a look because I thought that Poundland had an online shop. Have a little look. If not, we may well be going to Poundland tomorrow. So drop me a message on Instagram. If I can find it, I will. In fact, if we end up going out tomorrow for food shopping, I'll make sure we go Poundland. It's even be tomorrow or Saturday, and I will pick up a number 6 if I can, and I will add it into your makeupy thingies and put it in the post. After I've done this today, I am going to the post, so I have got 2 parcels to send to Kelly. In fact, I might just put them into one. So I will get those off because it's been a nightmare, Kelly, my love. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I'll get those out to you as soon as. But yeah, Little Miss Budget, if I end up going to Poundland, I'll pick you one up and just put it in with your eye, those cheeky, those things, the half moon things. Can't use them. But yeah, so that's what we play as the Star Trek one. I also play Minecraft. I also play a bit of Tomb Raider. So yeah, we will be. No, it's fine. Honestly, Vanessa, it's fine. I will. If we go to Poundland, you can't get to a Poundland, so I'll just pick you one up and send you it. It's like a quid. You know what I'm saying? If I can, I'm sending you stuff in the post anyway, so I'll just add it into the parcel. It's fine. Not an issue, my darling. What was I going to say? I was saying something. I can't remember. Anyway, let's do some colours. Right. So I have used the orange and the yellow and the pink. I've used the greens. Should we do purple? Let's do purple. Oh, purple. I get excited. I know, right? Little things please me. So actually, yes, now that's cool because I can do the purple from that and the purples from the Norvina palette. I am so bougie. I am so bougie. There was supposed to be a video up on this channel this week about my what do I want to use? Right, I'm using the base color, which is just called base, which is just this sort of bone sort of color here. I did come across your video. In spite of being quite into sci-fi, I couldn't quite get into it as an outsider looking in. No, it's a bit of a weird one because obviously when I'm live streaming, I can't be sort of chatting to people and kind of like doing a whole thingy. I can't be doing a whole thing. Well, you know what I'm saying, don't you? Like a narration. But it is a very, 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 very good game. And it is total immersion. You know, you're in the world, and because I'm playing with the Yanks on their sort of time scale, on their, you know, time, it's just fun. I love it. Excuse me. I'm now using the shade Soul, which is this from the Anastasia palette, which is this one just there, this sort of lilac-y color. This palette I find really weird, you know, because that was a bit high. That was very high. Oh well. It's a bit weird because, like, the color of the packaging, you would expect it to have a lot more purples in it, than just this one shade. I'm going to blend that out already because I have just put that way too high because I wasn't paying any attention. That's fine. We're just doing purples today. I'm not doing any pink or anything. We're just going to blend the purples in together. This lilac is a little bit on the grayer side. There are some lovely purples in the Fenty ones as well. I will say that. But yeah, no, the Star Trek game Renata, it's fine. It's quite good. You get a decent crew. It's quite good, but it's lots of pressing buttons and you're literally flying a ship. I did have on one of the lives, and I don't expect anybody to go and watch it because it's like I don't expect anyone to watch those live streams. To be fair, I'm just kind of really doing them just for my own sort of knowledge, really, or for my own sort of backup. Right, so that looks really quite dark. I almost look like Ursula, which is funny enough because I did say to Ruffus the other day I'm going to do an Ursula look. Wasn't supposed to be doing that today, but anyway. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to be a girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. Those poor unfortunate souls. Anyway, going in with the Juvia's Place deep purple colour, and I'm just going to deepen that up on the outside corners. And it is really weird because I've got a cool tone like a lilac, and now I'm going in with this like really warm tone purple. But I am going to blend them together in the crease line and actually then blend the warmer tone one sort of down a little bit just to kind of I haven't seen that actually, Robin. I know they're working on the live action Little Mermaid, which I am here for. I am absolutely here for. Like we were talking last night about once theatres open up again and everything's kind of back to normality sometime probably next year, that we really want to go and see the Little Mermaid musical, because like the stage work on it is absolutely phenomenal. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm just deepening this up on the outside corner and then taking it right in. It's going to be a bold purple look today. Wasn't kind of my intention, but as soon as I made that mistake, that was it. That was the choice. We're going bold. So yeah, I really do love the Little Mermaid. Yeah, I just love it. I think it's such a cool film. Love the fact that one of my favorite songs of all time, "Poor Unfortunate Souls," is in it. Love the fact that like Ursula was designed to be based on the drag queen from Divine from the 80s. She was absolutely based on Divine, the makeup style, the look, the size, and the rumors are that Divine was supposed to be voicing the character, which would have been a very different character. But then, of course, Divine died, and it was just after she was given a contract to do a recurring role on Married with Children. After the success of the original Hairspray film and a lot of other things that she was doing. So yeah, she was absolutely about to kind of do this whole breakthrough moment. So this is the Celestial shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills. And again, it's kind of going back to almost like a cool tone violet rather than a purple, but it adds that sort of slightly pinker tone in, and it just adds the sort of, so if you see now, look, it's a very purple look, but it's a really nice kind of, it's added that depth in the crease using that Juvia's Place palette. I absolutely love that I have that Zulu palette now. I do have a big problem though moving forward because Juvia's is no longer on Beauty Bay. So that was on my list for this year, was to try their foundation, or their found sealer, I think it is that they do. And all of that, but there you go. You see, and it is so simple. That now pretty much is my eye look done. I'm just going back in with that shade base, just on a small, light, fluffy brush. I am just going to place that as my eyebrow highlight. Because, I know, right? We're not quite in the 90s, but yeah, love it. And just take that on this one as well. People love a bit of an eyebrow highlight. You really want to try a Juvia's Place palette one day. I can recommend them. I really can recommend them. And I do know, is that going to be a good fluffy brush? Yeah. I do know that you can get them on the resale market, so Depop and eBay, and there aren't that many fakes out there because Juvia's is an indie brand, because it is something which, there you see, like a little bit of titivation. And that's pretty much my eyes. I'm going to add on some a winged liner, and I'm going to add on some mascara. I need to do my brows, but yeah. So this is a really good one. It's super bright, really, really, really pigmented. Tiny bit goes a long, long way. Amazing colors, amazing formulas. The shimmers are really good. I would say this is up there with my JSC formulas. Like seriously, the only thing I would say, and these are huge pans. But the only thing I would say is that I kind of wish that they did like an 18 pan. I don't know whether they do or not, but like get more colors in it. But they're reasonably priced for a higher end brand. And obviously ABH, the formulas are really, really good. They blend into each other really nicely without like losing any of the, in fact, I'm going to use this little dreamer one as well, which is this little gold. I'm just going to place that just up there. There you go. Proper eyebrow highlights. But yeah, and this is a really good, like if anyone's looking for an ABH palette, this is a really good one. You could do a lot worse than Norvina if you can get hold of it. Right then, so let's go in with face products. The Illamasqua Contour. And what's this actually called? It's got a name to it. I keep calling it the Sculptor Sculpting Powder Duo. This one, really like. Cool tone powder. I think it kind of works much better for contouring. God, hold up, my mirror keeps falling off because I've got it blue tacked onto the laptop so I can use it. So look, see, it gives it. I don't know what that's showing up where you are, how you're watching this, but on my screen, it's giving me that sort of shadow there. So when I do that, you see, it's already carved out that cheekbone. It's really good. The highlighter, the only thing I would say about the highlighter element to it is that the glitters, it has lots of micro glitters in, and they look like micro glitters on the skin. That is the one thing I will say. Now, if you like that, then it will work for you really, really well. But because it is micro glitters, like you can see when you're looking at it in person, you can see that there are micro glitters on your face, which, depending on what mood I'm in, I'm okay with. Now, the one thing I haven't got in my, oh, actually, I've got my Ophir one. I'm going to use the Ophir one. I was going to say I haven't got a highlighter that doesn't have micro glitters in, because the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Wet Dream one does have that same sort of highlighter element to it. I am just placing a little bit of the contour shade just around there. I didn't put a bronzer in for this palette, and I do just want to darken up around the hairline, just like so. Which Illamasqua one? This is the Sculpting Powder Duo in the shade with the shades Lumos and Heliopolis. So it's an old one. I don't even know whether they still make it anymore. But there you go. That's what that looks like. Lumos and Heliopolis from the Sculpting Powder Duo. As I say, I like it. I do like it a lot. Don't have a lot of Illamasqua products. Like the brand, like a friend of mine is a makeup artist for Illamasqua. Yeah, she's oh, excuse me. She really raves about them, so yay. Right, blush. In fact, highlight. Let's do the blush and highlight. So obviously I've got my NARS blush, but I did also put into the Shop My Stash, I put in the Kiko Milano one. You have to bounce, my darling, no problem. Bob is ready early and the rain has stopped finally. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow with Kirsty. Have a good day. Yeah, bye early, my darling. I will see you on Kirsty's channel tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock UK time. It's called Making It Up. She does a Friday night natter for those of you that don't know. I know Ellie knows, but we will be over there. I am one of Kirsty's many moderators on that channel, so I will be over there as well. So we will see you over there, Ellie, my darling. Right, so this is the Kiko Milano blush in the shade 108. Again, don't think they make this one anymore, but it's a kind of like a peachy sort of colour, and I do quite like it. I think it will go quite nicely with the bold purple look today. By the way, if you are watching this and you're interested in beauty and all of this, then do obviously check out my beauty channel, which is Authentic Beauty, but also have a little look-see, because lots of people in the chat, in the live chat, have beauty channels as well. So Kirsty, who is on here as Afflicted Beauty, all one word, Afflicted Beauty, no space. Have a little search for her channel. She's got a really good makeup channel and beauty channel. She's fairly new to YouTube, so there isn't like 50 videos in the back catalogue yet, but she's releasing some really good videos. So have a little look at that. Also, if you look in the live chat, just hopefully it's on this side of the screen or this side of the screen, whichever way you're looking at it. Vanessa, who is on here, yes, normal Friday night natter live stream madness returns. Yes, so Kirsty does a live stream every Friday evening at 8 p.m. UK time. It's called the Friday Night Natter, and it's very much a whole mix of conversation and chat, and there's normally an adult beverage or two involved, which is yeah, it's really good. So join Kirsty over there for that 8 o'clock UK time Friday evening. Vanessa in the chat is known as Little Miss Budget. She's got a YouTube channel, and she does beauty and things, again, for a slightly less preschool age viewership, shall we say, because Vanessa is, like myself, in her second flush, put it that way, in her 40s, I think, and is comes up beauty from that perspective. So if you want to know how to use products on faces that aren't wrinkle free and, you know, have baby soft, like 12-year-old type skin, if you want faces and makeup and tips and things for people that have got real skin in their 40s, Little Miss Budget is a good one for that as well, as is Belinda Chapman, who we've mentioned. Go and have a look for her channel as well. That's a really good one. Obviously, Kirsty over at Making Up, she's got a beauty channel, so go and check that out. Kirsty won't mind me telling you that she's also only just squeaking into her 40s now. So there's a lot of people that are kind of have got channels that are aimed at people with slightly more lived in faces, where obviously the rules for makeup are slightly different as you age. But then, of course, there is Robin in the chat, who is known as Strange Presence. And Robin is about 4 years old compared to us. No, she's not, but she's on the other end of the age scale. She's much more. She has that skin that we all really envy. You know, the skin where it hasn't got beaten up by age and worries and stress. She's got that really nice soft skin and everything. There's no wrinkles, there's no lines, there's no like, yeah. So Robin is a younger YouTuber, but also very much on the alternative side. So like neon colored dreads and bright green lipstick and eyeshadow looks and all of that thing. So if you like all of that, go and check out these channels, please, because there is a lot of love and support for people that are currently in the chat. We've got a really good community here on the beauty side. On the weight loss side, a lot of the people that I've mentioned as well are going through their own weight loss journeys, or their own weight and fitness journeys. Also, if you like gaming, Sophie, if you look at Sophie Eronwen in the chat, she's got a gaming channel which is all about driving games. So if you like watching people like do amazing driving games and modding cars and doing changes to livery and all of that, go and check out Sophie Eronwen in the chat as well. She'll be popping up in the live chat, so you can see the name and then go and click on the profile, and that should take you to Sophie's channel. So yeah, there's lots of various different YouTubers. Sometimes we have Jane Gammons, who the Slimming World crew will know very, very well. Jane and her other half have been making Slimming World and weight loss videos for ages. So go and check Jane out. So yeah, whatever you are looking for, we will be covering that. Now here on this channel, I will be doing some more recipes coming up. I've got a couple of things to edit, a soup recipe to edit, which is really, really yummy. And also I've got another low sin snack haul and a what we ate this week video to edit. So that will all be coming up over the next few days as well. Phew, I think that's got all the plugs in. Yeah. Um, oh, Anita says in the chat, just call her the OAP. She's not an OAP. Oh my God, that's amazing. Sophie has just put in the chat that she may be getting sponsored soon. Wow. So you'll actually have a sponsorship on your car. Will it work like that? Will you have like a sponsored car? That is so cool. It's a bit like me being a brand ambassador. That is so cool. That is so amazing. I am really, really happy for you with that. I've got to say, this Kiko Milano blush, it's a bit corally. It's a bit less on the pink side as it's kind of gone on. It's slightly more on the corally side, which I'm not mad at. I'm really not mad at, but I am going to layer it with the NARS Orgasm. How could you forget orgasms? Well, you know, it's been a while. Once you're on the blockers, you know what I'm saying. Oh God. Oh, and also, oh, I've got to say as well on this channel, thank you to everybody who has subscribed, because we are at the 1212, I think it is, mark, which is phenomenal. I will be doing a giveaway on this channel when I get to either 1250 or 1300. So yeah. Oh, that's really cool. Do you mean like physical equipment, like the steering wheel and pedals and things? That's really cool. Wow. It's called Kids. What's called Kids, Kirsty? I'm confused. Yeah, so now I'm going back in with the NARS one. That's really cool if you're getting that, Sophie. Like, I don't play enough racing games because basically, so I've downloaded a few F1 games and things like that recently, and I have to just delete them off because I like playing a game where you sit in the car and you drive and you put the foot down and you go. I don't want a game where you kind of like, VR. Oh, I love VR. VR is amazing. Totally recommend it. The driving games though, when you hit the pedal and then you can't turn because you're supposed to like feather the throttle and do all of this. I just want to put my foot down and go. I don't want to do all this. Like, I don't want to drive an actual Formula One car because I can't. I just want to pretend. And the games now have got so complicated and they're so realistic that you're just kind of like, oh, it's called Kids. No, it's called being on hormone blockers. When you're on hormone blockers, it kills everything. And so like, yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's part of the wonderful trans experience. Right, highlighter, Ofra. What is this? What is this shop my stash? Ofra, bloody KVD and Novena, ABH. Who am I? Who am I? Trolls have been fed so you can type again. Oh, lovely. Right, so the Ofra highlighter. This is the Nikki Tutorials collab, which is why I bought it. It's called Space Baby. It's the highlighter Space Baby one. So it's a white, but it's also got like a blue. You can't see it. It's got like a blue kind of shift to it. That's the word I was looking for. Bougie Queen. I know. Who is she? Who the hell? Bougie. I mean, please. But I don't want to take. No, I don't want to take the thing off because I haven't taken the thing off it yet. But I had to buy this on the secondhand market because I don't think Gopher are actually doing it anymore. But I really do like it. There we go. Look. Oh wow, neat. The struggle is real in this house now. The big two are almost teenagers and don't go to bed as early or to sleep as quickly. No, they won't. They won't. This is it, you see. I mean, wait till they start getting the hormone flow and everything. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you've got plenty of packets of Kleenex around is all I'm saying, because you'll suddenly go through lots of toilet roll. All I'm saying. But also, like, they will start doing the thing where you send them to bed and they'll be like, okay, Mum, I'm going to sleep now. No, I'm really tired. And then they'll be on their phones and tablets playing computer games and stuff. So, yeah, that's a thing. Can you hear my upstairs neighbour, like, just screamed at a kid because the kid was crying? Just awful parent. Awful, awful, awful. Awful, awful. I've just put way too much of that on. What the fuck have I done? Because this has got the plastic cover, I couldn't see. That is so bad. That is so. Well, well, Kirsty. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, bless. Well, you probably have a few. The thing is, you've got 3 boys at different ages, so you'll have that for the next few years now. So yeah, maybe get some nice disposable gloves for I have just veiled it down, so but it is absolutely beaming to the gods. Absolutely beaming to the gods, my darling. But yeah, maybe just get some disposable gloves when you're doing the washing, and a hammer and chisel for the socks. But they can see me from space. It's fine. I'm going back to my people. Um, right, so I'm using my highlighter, not my highlighter. I'm using my KVD tattoo liner, which I really like. I really do like. And I'm using it quite. Where I must have a. Oh, let's take the hammer off. It, sorry, everyone. I can't talk while I'm doing this. This is actually a really, really, really good, really good formula. This really good. You can't wait for an ensuite so you can have some space for the testosterone. I know. Could you imagine? That's what you need. That is absolutely what you need. Because in a house with 3 boys and your husband, wow, wow. But that's fine. Don't forget, honey. Once we're able to, once lockdown has lifted, then you'll have me popping over every other week. So that's fine. I'll be like, oh yeah, I've come with some hormone gel because yeah, you'll be at that point, and I'm yeah, all of that. I really like how that line has gone on. That looks really good. I'm not going to be able to do it on the other side. So yeah, right. Let me just. Ah, it's done. I made it look easy. Oh, thank you. When we get a dog, that will be male as well. God. Just too much, too much, too much, too much. It's fine, Anita. I'm actually this the nib on this. You can see how long that is. Look, and it's a really flexible nib, so it's actually really nice to just kind of do it. But again, you kind of like go chung chung chung, shishon, shishon, do it in bits rather than trying to do it all in one sweep. That's my advice, especially with sort of wrinkly eyelids like I've got, where they tend to it tends to skip a little bit. But what I do is I do the top line first, and then I go in with, as you can see, I then go in with the one nearest to the lash line. So that basically, if it goes a little bit too, if it goes a bit thick, I can always like even it out. And then when you let it dry, sorry, when I've let it dry, what I do is then just go in a little bit and just add, like darken it up a little bit. Bit by bit is the only way. Yeah, absolutely. The only people that can get away with doing it in one fell swoop are people with really tight skin on their eyes. We're really like firm eye skin. If you've got loose sort of skin at all, I mean, you've all seen like literally, I can kind of hold my finger there and move the skin around so much because I'm old. But if you are like me, or if you've got, should we use the K? I'm using the KVD mascara today. Yeah, then absolutely do it bit by bit, kind of a little bit, and then join them together. The other way of doing it is to literally do dots and then join the dots together. If you struggle with, getting it precise, do your dots and then kind of so you work out the shape with the dots and then do the liner in between. But yeah, I am going to do a basics video on liners and eyeliners and mascaras. because I have a lot of thoughts on all of that, but I also have, like, because obviously I've got quite hooded eyes, I've got some experience with, as you can see, like today, like creating that. I don't know if you can hear that. No, no, don't do that, Anita. What I've found, and I'll do it on that video. What I found, if I pull that really tight, then you do the line, but then when you've pulled it, like your eye line, you go, oh, that looks really good, and then you drop it, and your skin goes because the line then actually, like you're drawing it artificially, you're drawing it up, which looks great when you're holding it, but you don't walk around like that. So the minute you drop it, all of that falls back into place. And as Kirsty's put in the chat, it actually makes it worse. Yeah, it can make your skin around your eyes. If you keep pulling it, it's like it just makes it even more loose, and that's something that you don't really want to be doing if you've already got loose skin. You will find some YouTubers still do that, and you will find some people do that, but it actually just makes things worse. It's the same thing with, if you see, when I do my shadow, I will raise my eyebrows, and then I'll also drop them, because, yeah, I can do that, which creates that space that I can do that. But as soon as I've kind of created that space and put my shadow in, if you then drop, I then drop the hood, then it absolutely just means that you can't tell where your makeup actually is. So what I do is, as you can see, I do that, put the makeup in, drop the hood, and then carry on with like doing my shadow, so that as I'm looking at you, you can see like that it looks like I've got a crease line when I haven't. Does that make sense? Basically, with any kind of makeup, right? If you like, if I'm trying to get a nice lipstick and I do this to get a nice shape, well, that's great. Well, that's going to give me a lipstick shape of that. And then when I drop my lip down, it's going to be up here somewhere. The same thing is, people go, when they do their blusher, they're like, which is great, but you do that there, and then you drop it down. See the difference in the placement? So like you go, oh, I'm going to put a blusher there, and then actually it's fallen. It isn't there. It isn't where you want it. Like you might want your blusher here. So okay, do that. I'll put my finger there, but I won't put my finger on the skin. I just hold the finger. So you can see the difference the placement. If I do that and then let it fall, you can see the difference in the placement. That again, anything that you do like that, it might make it easier to kind of create your line, but your line won't look like that when you let go of your skin. Kelly, yeah, you're not meant to do that, but honestly, I do the line and then stretch gently when filling the little bits. You can do the other thing. Like I don't do that because I just fill it in using that fine brush. And if you've got a fine sort of felt tip brushy thing, you kind of, once you lay that onto the skin, you can maneuver it like with little fine movement. You can maneuver that into filling the gaps, or kind of go in. But again, I don't really notice. I go in sideways. I don't go in like this, because if you go in like this, you've literally got the tiny point. Whereas if you go in sideways, it's so let me show you. Go in flat on, and you've got a point, which then when you're trying to do anything is really difficult. Going sideways, you've got a much thicker way, and that is a much easier way of doing it across your eye. So I go across rather than going in. I go across, and then use the actual brush to kind of tail. So yeah, I will do a full video on it on the basics series, because I do think it's really interesting. Roxanne, you have no choice but to pull up your lid. You can't raise your eyebrows. That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to, as long as you can hold your lid. I mean, to be fair, when you do it, like even if you do that, even if you've had Botox or you've got a nerve issue, like just holding it there, you can still see enough. Also, you can just close one eye and do it like that. That's also an option. It's the same with contour. Folks, suck in the cheeks and place in the hollow. If you want to lift your face slightly, apply above that hollow. Yeah, absolutely. I know from my face shape, so I go from just here where my hairline is just above my ear, I go down, and then I actually go down. So I do like a slight S shape because I've got a really fat face. So I go like that and then down. And then that kind of gives me the sort of look where that just looks a bit more chiseled. You can see, and it kind of lifts my cheeks up a little bit, which gives it a slightly more plumper cheek look, which is slightly more feminizing, but also looks slightly younger. So yeah, you go sideways and look down into the mirror. Definitely not an expert at eyeliner. Looking down into the mirror again is one way, but it's better if you hold your mirror straight on. Again, it's not better, but it's the way that it's a good way, because when you're looking down, you're not at the same angle. So it's fine for doing your placement, but when you're doing like the actual line, you can again sometimes get the angle slightly wrong if you're looking at a different angle, because you don't walk around seeing, like, people don't see your makeup from down here, they see it from flat on. So what will look really good from here, like from here, that liner looks really thick and quite noticeable, whereas from here it doesn't. It looks noticeable, but it isn't as thick. Roxanne, it is, especially when you add hooded and asymmetrical eyes, it's a great combination. I know, my darling, I've got, well, you can see how hooded my eyes are. So yeah, and mine are asymmetrical. Like, one of mine is a lot more hooded than the other, and in photos it kind of looks like I'm doing this all the time. But again, would it be boring if we all had symmetrical sort of looking faces with everything kind of, no gravity having any effect, no age lines, no nothing? Wouldn't that be really boring? I think so. Hang on. I'm just doing my eyeliner. No, not mascara. And it's look at that mascara. Look how black that mascara has gone. This is a good mascara. I will say it's a good mascara. I'm not sure about these little tubey things, but yeah. Oh yes, Roxanne, I've watched all the tutorials on eyeliner for hooded eyes, but it still hasn't sunk in there. No, it's really difficult. It is really difficult, and it is, to be honest, it is just experience, and it is just kind of working out what works for you. Because I've watched so many tutorials, and they say different things, this, that, and the other. Wayne Goss does a few good tutorials for hooded eyes. Seriously recommend having a little look at his tutorials. The one thing I would say about this mascara, the KVD Go Big or Go Home, is that it's not great for. I mean, Kirsty, you'll hate this because look at the size of the wand; it's huge. But it's not easy to do your lower lashes. It really isn't. But you can kind of get them done. Just going to be a bit careful. But yeah, Wayne Goss's tutorials for hooded eyes are quite good. Picked up tips and tricks from those. But basically, what I do is I just do. Roxanne, I found one person whose tutorial actually worked for me and helped me find a way to do it. She's called Ricer Does Makeup. Okay. Robin, your eyeliner approach is bigger is better usually. Yeah, it can be. It absolutely can be. It depends on what you're going for. Right, I do just need to fill in my eyebrows. And today I'm using the Be Perfect Indestructibrow pencil. I like this pencil. I really do. I think it works for me. Again, because of my lack of eyebrows. Just take one line and go and do the bottom line. I have just taken my photos, by the way, to send to the woman for microblading. I need to get Ruffus to send those across, actually. And then we'll look at how we can do that once lockdown is lifted and once there aren't as many restrictions on life, and once it's super safe to do so. Because the last thing I would want to do is, just for the sake of having eyebrows, is to go and get my blooming just go and pick up COVID. You know what I mean? That just would not be a good way, would it? What made you? What was the the reason that you left the house and didn't kind of stick by COVID rules? Oh, well, I needed my eyebrows doing. It's not really very good, is it? Right, hold on a second. Almost done, everyone. By the way, thank you so much to everybody for joining me today. Can one still get the spit and brush kits for lashes? Yes. Yes, you can. They are, I can't remember, there is a company that makes them. Kelly might know. Kelly, in the chat, Renata's asking about the you know, the little blocks, the mascara blocks. Now, I know it's something that we've seen somewhere. In fact, Kirsty might have had one on her channel, where you've got the little like toothbrushy thing, and well, it looks like a little toothbrush, and you've got the mascara one that you kind of like, and then you do that. Sophie, it's been that long since I put makeup on, it's probably all dried out. Yeah, it could be. Although, to be fair, a lot of makeup is a lot more like sustainable than you think. But do double check, and if you need out, drop me a message, because in my declutter, I am putting a lot of it into the transmission stash. So so yeah, Anita, these days you don't spit into it, but you will just use like a little bit of water, or like a spray, like a little spray thing. But yeah, they are still around. I've seen them because they're now considered eco. Have a look, Renata, for eco mascara blocks, because they tend to be considered better for the environment, because they're not in plastic packaging. They can be stored in a little metal tin. So yeah, they are better. So yeah, have a little look, because they are still around. Absolutely are still around. Right, so that's my brows done. They're not exactly even, but hey ho. Right, let me just, that looks a bit better. Right, that's my brows done. You haven't actually got what's called a cake. There you go. It's actually called a cake mascara. But would love to get one if they're still available. Yeah, I've seen them somewhere. I've seen them on somebody's channel because they came in a beauty box, like an eco-friendly recyclable beauty box. You need COVID to go so you can get piercings or tattoos when I'm feeling impulsive. Your brows have grown back from when I shaved them off, and I'm sure I'll end up doing it again when I'm bored. Yeah, absolutely. You may have been searching under the wrong name. Yeah, probably. Maybe look at the makeup artist brands. Yeah, they're definitely still around. I've seen them. I've seen somebody with them on a video. I can't remember who the hell it is. I thought it was one of our kind of community, but obviously it isn't. But yeah, they are around somewhere. Right, let me do some lippy. What am I feeling today? I do like this purple. This purple looks so good. It's so good. And now I've done that thick liner and the thick mascara. If I was, I am filming today. Maybe I'll do lashes. Should I do lashes? Should I do lashes? I think I'm going to do lashes. Right. Okay. I'm going to use the which one is this? It's the allegedly JSC allegedly, because it's in my stash. And this is the pinker of the liquid lips. Oh, highlighter reloaded in golden lights. Have I got that? Highlighter reloaded. I've got take a vacation, and I haven't got golden lights. But I don't need any more more highlighters at the moment. But yeah, they are really good. They are really good. There we go. There is only one. There is only one Revolution highlighter that I have decluttered, and it was one of the Bates Formula ones that I just didn't get on with. But apart from that, I love all my Revolution highlighters. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the fact that I'm wearing, that I'm wearing Oprah today, you know, and I'm about to put on a little bit of the Wet Dream by JSC just because I want to add a little bit of that gold sparkle, just because. I know, right? I took it down with the white and added in a bit of gold. Beaming to the gods. Beaming to the gods. Right, let me just add, where's my Look Fantastic brush from? Hold on everyone, my contour brush. I've just had it because I've used it. Where are you, contour brush? Where are you? Why can't I find my contour? What? Oh, I don't know where it is. That's ridiculous. That was there. It's right in front of me, blooming eyes. Right. One thing I didn't do was do any little bit of nose contour. Oh my word, just searched Eco Mascara Block and found this. Yay! Thank you, Kirsty. You're an amazing spanner. Both my spanners are amazing. If anybody else would like to be a spanner, by the way, on my channels, please do say, because then if you would like to help out, then it just means that Kirsty and Anita don't have to be with me every time for like my 2-hour live stream that's now 2 hours and 20 minutes in. But yeah, so I'm just using the Sculpting, again, Sculpting Powder Duo, Lumos and Heliopolis. I'm assuming Heliopolis is it's this one. So I'm just using this. Oh, hang on a big round pan. I'll have a little look. See, I'm just going to use this on as my nose contour, just because I didn't do any nose contour. There we go, just down there a little bit on the bottom, just to kind of reshape my nose, and then just using my fluffy powder brush and just. Oh, Vanessa, that would be lovely. Thank you. I will do that for you. Oh, thank you. Yay, spanner number. Don't know what spanner number you would be now. Kirsty will know what. Yay! Oh my God, that's so lovely. Thank you. You can now type with a little blue thingy. Oh, I've got another spanner. It's amazing. Equally, lunchtime for you. See you next week. Yeah, you will do, my darling. Spanner number 7. Yeah. Was that? Hang on a second. What's the one that's in here? Because my declutter stash is literally just here. Right. It's this. This is the one I decluttered. Oh no, it's the rose quartz highlighter that I just didn't get on with for some reason. But yeah, that's. Is it like this one where it's got like? This has got like a knobbly bubbly one. Yeah, let's have a little look. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Also, that would be lovely. Oh, I get all emotional when people do things because it is so. I am going to do so the tarot thing. I think we should definitely do that, and I do think I want to do that first of all for the core group, and we'll send a little invite out to selected people. So yeah, that would be lovely to do that. Let me have a look, because what is this one here that I've got? Oh no, that's the big Sunkist one. It's not that one. No, I don't think I've got that one. This is the highlighter reloaded, just my type. Is it in this sort of size formula? Yeah, I think it's in this sort of size formula. But yeah, anyway. Oh, put that back in there. You see, there's a little part of me. Plastic packaging with a clear and rose gold lid. Yeah, so it's like that. Yeah, it's that one. Or one of those ones, the reloaded. I really like them, you know. I really like the reloaded formulas. I think I've got 2 or 3 of them. But again, I'm not buying. Yeah, I'm not buying any more highlighters at the moment. Yeah, we'll schedule a little chat over on the Instagrams, and then we can sort that out. Yeah, it's because I'm not buying any more. Because I'm not buying any more makeup really, apart from Fenty. I'm not buying any. I'm doing a low buy. I'm not buying any high-end products. She says with like a lot of Fenty added to her collection for this year. Yeah, I really like it. So that's a good tip, everybody. If you like a highlight that is glowy but not glittery, do definitely have a little look at the Makeup Revolution highlighter reloaded ones. I've got I forgot what that one was just called. The whatever I just said it was. I've got the Just My Type. This is Just My Type, and also Take a Vacation. So Just My Type is more of a slightly prosecco-y, champagne-y type color. The Take a Vacation is slightly darker, and the rose quartz one that they do as well is slightly pinker. But yeah, so have a little look at those. They are really good. Also, totally recommend their formulas for their blushes as well. They're really good. Right, I'm just adding in some Fix Plus. No, it's not Fix Plus. It's the Hydra Fix XX Revolution one. Does it work? Don't know. Does it blend the makeup together? Yes, it does. Yes, you can sanitize a stick type highlighter with the alcohol spray. Yeah, you can sanitize. Basically, the only things you can't sanitize are things like the liquid lipsticks And concealers like this, where they are basically anything where you've got a dofer or sponge and you're putting that into the product, because what you're basically doing is this goes onto your skin and you're introducing bacteria onto the wand. So mascaras, liquid eyeliners, anything like that, that wand then will have a small amount of bacteria on it. You're then putting that into a liquid and then sealing it up for a period of time, and there will be oxygen in here, and basically the bacteria will absolutely will breed, which is why mascaras you should only keep for 3 months, because the idea is that your the bacteria on your eye can be quite damaging to your eyes. Now, in reality, I will keep a mascara for maybe 6 to 9 months until it gets a bit clumpy, and then I will dispose of them. Especially at the moment, because I have so many mascaras at the moment that it's not like if I get rid of 2 or 3, I'm not going to miss them from the collection. So yeah, do be aware of that. Robin, your poor mum is really suffering at the moment. She had her first vaccine on Monday. Oh. Hold on a second. Had her first vaccine on Monday, and she's getting the side effects. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, my love. She should be fine though. I mean, it's a good thing that she's had the vaccine, so that's a good thing. It means that, you know, she's got that extra level of coverage, which means that, you know, especially when dealing with kids and things, that's kind of quite an important thing, because, you know, I know a lot of times the kids won't get ill with COVID, but they can be carriers, so they can pass it on to other people. But at least then, if she's had the first jab, she's got a little bit of protection there. Roxanne says that you had the same thing when you had your jab a couple of weeks ago. It passes after a couple of days. Yeah, hopefully. Everyone's saying that they hope your mum feels better soon. Little Miss Budgets. Yeah, so sorry to hear that, Robin. Hope she feels better soon. Kelly, you've got some liquid lips in your D-Stas, but they are ones that were new when I done it, so only swatched on a piece of paper, so okay to share. Yeah, absolutely. If they haven't been near your eye or your lips or your body, then they should be absolutely fine. So whether that is a brand new one that's like that's sealed, even if you swatched it on the back of your hand, then I would say personally that in terms of with transmission, when we take makeup products that have been used, if it's somebody that I know and that has like a beauty channel like yourself, and they say, oh, all we've done is to swatch it on a piece of paper or swatch it on this, then that I would take at face value. However, when we've just been donated like a bundle of makeup, anything that's liquid has to get chucked, unless it's like a foundation in a pump bottle. And then what we'll do is we'll sanitize with an isopropyl alcohol spray or wipe. I'm out of wipes at the moment, so we use the spray. So we'll put that on the outside, or with a cotton bud, and go in and just clean it off. And then basically do a couple of squirts, a couple of pumps of the foundation or whatever, to see whether it's gone nasty, because stuff can age. And again, people will say, you know, I've only had this for a little while, and a little while can be 4 years. So yeah, we double check all the makeup. I've actually got the box out the other day, and I threw some items out of the box because I know that they've been sat there for the last year, and I can't trust them. So although it's a really weird one with secondhand makeup, because I make choices for myself that I wouldn't make choices for other people, if that makes sense. So basically, I do buy makeup on the secondhand market, as you know. I have got a video which I might. What am I filming? I've got an unboxing to do. Finally getting around to doing the the last pre-Christmas haul. I know, right? It's not going to go up till bloody March at this rate, but anyway, I've got that one to do, and I've also got the fakes video that I'm going to be trying. I might be filming that today as well, hopefully. So yeah, basically what I was saying is, like, when people donate stuff into transmissions makeup thing, depending on what the source is, will depend on how we treat it. Anything liquid tends to get decluttered. Anything that is that has been swatched but is still usable in terms of like it's been swatched on paper is fine. But anything that then sits in the collection for more than 6 months, we check. And like normally at face-to-face groups, I will have a whole box of stuff, and I will basically check it as we go through it. And I'll be like, oh, actually, that smells a bit funny. You can use it, you can take it, but it might, you know, you might only get a few weeks out of it before you need chucking because it's just going on the turn. Now, again, with my collection, if something's on return, I make that choice whether to keep it in the collection or declutter it, because I'm like, you know, I don't know, say if it's a lippy, right? And you saw in the you saw in the Lippies video, collection video, I will do a sniff, I will double check, I will make sure that things are still okay, that are usable, I will swatch them, and then I'll make the decision about, okay, this has been open for more than 12 months, but you know what, it still smells fine, it's staying in the collection. Or I'll be like, oh, that's starting to turn, not sure about it, I'm gonna err on the side of caution. For me, for my collection, that's my choice. But if I'm giving this to you and I'm like, oh, I think it might be turning, I'll get rid of it, I'm not going to give that to you, am I? I've still got the pot here, the pot down here of all of the lippies and shit that are being binned because they're just not any good, with my MAC one sat on top to go to the MAC bin, just because, you know, at the end of the day, it's stuff that I can't, in all good faith, pass it on to someone else, because I don't want to pass on, especially in the times of COVID, and especially with, you know, having had COVID at some point. I don't know whether I used a lippy when I was poorly with COVID, and you know, put it back in the tube. I don't know whether that's going to have like COVID growing in it, super COVID. I don't know that, do I? So yeah, err on the side of caution is basically what I'm saying. Right. Anyway, I don't know what that rant came from, but I've missed everything in the chat. Yeah, everyone pass on the well wishes. Yeah, absolutely. Give your mum a big old hug and an eye hug. You tried for the first time swatching on paper and found it really helpful to see what shades are really similar. Yeah, I saw that. I think that's a really good idea, Kelly. And I think next time I do my collection video, I think I'll probably do something like that. I actually think that's a really, really smart idea, because you do then see what you've got that are similar. And then you're looking at sort of, then you can test the formulas on your hand. And also you're not scrubbing. I scrubbed my wrist like 4 or 5 times doing those lippy videos. Oh my God, my skin was so raw. Oh no, neat, what? You ran out of your Bad Girl Bang mascara. Is that the one from Benefit? Yes, it is. It's the Benefit one. Oh, I see. I don't use that. Although maybe there's a box. 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 There's a deal box somewhere that have got the Benefit Bad Girl mascara and something else. It's a deal. It's a. Oh, I don't know. It might be a Benefit deal. Have a look on their website at the moment. Kelly, you've binned everything else that can't be shared, so just need to sanitize a photograph to share on the Facebook page. Okay, absolutely. And again, if there's anything that's sort of once you know, people make their picks, if there's anything that you think you know, other people can use but you haven't necessarily got a home for, if you don't want to whack it on Depop or eBay, I can always we can always use it in the transmission collection. So yeah, that's something that is always usable. Kelly, do it at the end of the month for payday, so you have some cash. Absolutely. It's free to a good home and eater, no need to pay. Even better, Kelly, don't have any bad girl banging you. Not sure, Han, not a big Benefit girl. Yeah, you go. See, I knew it was Benefit. Friend of mine worked on the Benefit counter. I assume she still does. Haven't sort of seen her for a long time. But yeah, she used to work on the Benefit counter, and so you go into her bathroom and it just looked like a Benefit showroom. It looked like a Benefit counter in her bathroom, because it was there was so much in there. It was a bit ridiculous, but yeah, it was good. Right, everybody, I am going to call it a day now. It is now 1:30. I have got some filming to do. I've got some preparations I need to do for that. Also, right, actually, I meant to say this earlier. Tingle box. So, do you remember back in January when I said that I'd signed up for 2 subscription, or I'd got 2 single subscription boxes to review, and because I'd knocked Glossy Box on my head and was probably knocking Rocket Box. Well, Tingle Box, it was £12. It was originally £13, then I got a 10% off, so it came to £9, £3 postage, so it was £12 in total. They are absolutely crap. Absolutely scam alert, scam. I have been emailing them and messaging them a ridiculous amount. It wasn't until, I'm going to do a whole video on this, but it wasn't until yesterday when I put them on blast on Instagram, and on every single post they've put up over the last few days, I basically wrote underneath, scam alert, not having boxes, you've taken 2 payments, what the hell's going on? They now say So they had said they'd sent me out the January box, but that it got to Hermes, and that they were going to track it down with Hermes. That didn't happen. So they then had, they then said, oh yeah, so they said they were going to track it and chase it. Heard nothing more about that. They then took the payment for February and then sent me a dispatch note for January's box. So they sent January's box out, or they said they sent January's box out. Again, should be with me within 5 days. That was 10 days ago. Nothing been sent. So again, sent a dispatch note to Hermes. Now I know my Hermes delivery driver really well now, because obviously for a year in lockdown, shielding, going out 1 day a week, every other makeup item that I have bought for the entire year has been delivered through Hermes, or pretty much anything we've bought on Amazon has come through Hermes. So yeah, lots and lots and lots have come through Hermes. So I know my driver. So I've asked him a couple of times, is there anything else like on its way to me? And there isn't. All of the Dr. Botanical stuff, I get an email when Hermes get it saying, oh, you know, this item for your from your whatever the company's called, because it's not called Dr. Botanicals, but it says, hi Lisa, we've got an order from blank blank blank, and it should be with our driver today, or it's here with us now. It'll be, you know, we'll send you an email when it's ready to go out. Absolutely. So basically, they have now said, Tinglebox have said they have sent me 2 boxes. I got no dispatch note for January's box. I got a dispatch email for February's box, but that hasn't turned up. They said they were chasing it up with Hermes for January. Heard nothing. They've said that the February box, they haven't said anything. However, once I put them on blast, they then replied on Instagram, and I've got a whole series of screen grabs with the conversation. But basically, she said, oh, we'll get it investigated. You'll get an email within 5 minutes. Half an hour later, no email. So I then put them on blast again. Got an email, and they basically said, oh, we've refunded you January's box because something went wrong. And I then got a notification that popped up saying my February order had been cancelled. So the February order that apparently had been sent 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, then mysteriously got cancelled. So obviously was never sent. So the dispatch email that they sent was a lie. The email that they sent saying that my January box had been sent but then got lost with Hermes was a lie. Skin Chemist, that's the one. Thank you, Anita. And they've now said that they've refunded me 1 payment. It came up as a refund for January. So we shall see. I will check my bank tomorrow because it says within 3 days. So I'll check my bank tomorrow. And if I haven't got a refund, then I will be absolutely like going to my bank and reversing and putting in whatever it's called with the bank. I mean, Kirsty, you said something about that. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, you said that about that. So Tinglebox UK, absolutely avoid. They are scammers. Now, there is a certain beauty YouTuber who promotes their boxes. She is part of the Glossy cult as well. She promotes their boxes an awful lot. She has made videos about them. People have put comments on her videos saying they haven't got the boxes, they haven't got this, they haven't got that, and she is still continuing to promote their boxes a lot. To my mind, I haven't received a box. I've paid for 2. 2 apparently have been sent. Nothing has been received. I have sent about a dozen emails to them, chasing it up. They initially said, oh, the January box, they said, oh, just wait because it's COVID. And I said, well, that's good, but Rocket Box turned up, Glossy Box turned up, you know, all the other boxes have turned up since COVID, so how come yours hasn't? They then blamed Hermes. They then apparently it's never been sent to Hermes in the first place. So Tinglebox UK, absolute scammers, absolute scam alert. Avoid like the plague. They get the authentic beauty seal of disapproval. So yeah, absolutely. I've since read reviews. Do you know we were going to do the seal of approval, seal of disapproval? Look, I bought a seal. I'm so sad. But yeah, they absolutely. Yeah, so hang on, what do I have to do? Ring your bank's dispute department. Thank you. That's it, the dispute department, as you've not received a product that you've paid for. Absolutely. So yeah, they get the Beyond Authentic, Authentic Beauty, Beyond Authentic Gaming, whatever you want to call the channels. They get the Hurricane Lisa seal of disapproval. Do not recommend. Avoid them like the plague. The particular YouTuber who promotes them, who you will all know, who you will all see, she sits there and says they're amazing. They are absolutely crap. Also, the box, when I've seen her reviews of the recent boxes, the boxes are basically filled with items that apparently you can get from Savers for £7 for the entire box contents. So yeah, so avoid, avoid, avoid. So yeah, the seal of disapproval, avoid. By the way, this came from Poundland. It was £3. It's a little Thai seal. Isn't it so cute? Look at the eyes. Look, I know, look, oh, it's got a smiley face, but look at the eyes. The eyes are so sad today. They're crying eyes because it's the seal of disapproval. The other box that I got, the Beguile Beauty box, I'm going to do a follow-up to, because I've been speaking to the person behind the brand. Beguile Beauty is a one-woman show, which kind of makes me put a little bit of a different spin on things. It really, really, really does. The Beguile Beauty box, yes, it was, their pricing is a little bit high, but there was like £80 worth of products, or £70, sorry, worth of products for a 20, 30 or £40 box, depending on how you get it. For that coming from a single person who is running that business through lockdown on her own, I really want to investigate that a bit more. So what I also want to do is I want to interview some of the people behind this. So yeah, I will do a follow-up, because now I know that it's one person doing the Beguile Beauty box, and that was a box that, yes, it was slightly pricey at £24, but you know, £20 for the box. I actually think I quite liked it. I will use all of those products, as I said, and for the price point, okay, I'm now intrigued. So I will do a follow-up on that, because again, it's supporting a small business, an independent business, which allegedly is what Tinglebox was all about. For girls, by girls, small business, small company, allegedly. However, they seem to be scammers, and everybody that I know who got the Beguile box, yes, people have said about the price point, but at least every item in there, it is well worth the money. With the Tingle box, the people that got that, everybody in the comments, those that did get it, I've read the reviews where there's a lot of one-star reviews where other people haven't got their boxes or refunds. So I will be chasing up on that in a future video. But to have all of those products in the Tingle box be available at Savers, it smacks of the same thing where the glossy box gua sha thing was made of plastic. You know what I mean? The PR brigade girls, the PR girls, just, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Just don't. Just inauthentic warning. Anyway, now we've had that little rant. Oh, Kirsty's got a new sub box unboxing coming soon as well. Do we get any clues as to what the brand is? Do we get any clues as to what the genre is? Is it a beauty? It's not a beauty one. Oh, I have been looking at a self-care box as well. I've been looking at a few different boxes. But yeah, the Beguile box might be giving them a second go. We shall see. But anyway, everybody, there was only one honest glossy coat review on that piece of plastic. Yeah, you see, this is it. This is the thing. This is the thing. Have a look. So have a little look, right? Have a little look at the normal glossy coat girls, and have a look for the Tingle box, and you'll see the particular reviewer that I'm talking about, and have a little look on the comments for the last couple of months where this person's been reviewing all of the boxes and not responding to any of the people that have commented, or people have said didn't get my box, blah blah blah, and the only thing she said in the comments is something like, oh well, that's really odd, I didn't have a problem. PR warning. Anyway, that is it from me. I'm going. Now I've put that out into the universe. I know, right? There's going to be battles happening with my poor little channel, calling out the bullshitters. But anyway, that's what it's all about. This is all about authentic, living authentically, beyond authentic, authentic beauty, making it authentic, all of that. Kirsty says, let's just say I've just filmed my Birchbox unboxing, not yet edited, but got to decide whether or not to keep it on or cut the rants. What? To keep in or cut the rants I go on in it. Keep the rants, always keep the rants. She's probably contracted by them and getting paid. I think she's just doing PR, Sophie, to be honest, because the rule is if you do PR, you have to put out basically, right? So right. So I got PR from facemasksclub.com, and it was just, they sent it to me, do a review, we're sending this, we'd like you to look at the products. Fine. No contract, no need for a video, just like if you want to review it for your channel, that would be good. Great. I'm now a brand ambassador for another brand, and part of this brand ambassadorship, I'm not being paid, but I've been sent a ton of products, and I've been asked to do 2 videos, one of 4 minutes, one of 1 minute, and a couple of pictures, which is fine. It's like it's a nothing, or it's a really, that's like I would do more than that for a box of makeup anyway. In terms of, let me just rephrase that, I would do more than that if I got a box of makeup. So the fact I bought the Fenty box, I'm doing more than that for the Fenty box. I'm doing a full face video. So I would do that with this anyway, is what I'm trying to say. But with the Face Mask Club, there's no, in fact, with both of them, they've got no control over the video. Like I will make a video, there's no like talking points, there's no, can you mention all of these? This brand has just basically said, can you say what products you like, which I'm happy to do, and how you use them, or all of that. So there isn't a talking point, you must read off this. With some PR, there seems to be talking points raised, and there seems to be things that people have to mention, because every one of the Glossy Cult list and Revolution, some of the Revolution reviewers, all say the exact same thing in the exact same way, which to my mind says that that's part of the contract, is that you've got to say this in a particular way because that's what the brand want. So that is actually classed as an advert. PR is classed as, it's just PR. So yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. But again, this is the world of the influencers. And we are just on our little channels, our little community, we are just dipping our toes into this world. And it's opening all of our eyes, I think, into how inauthentic a lot of this is. However, we're gonna forge our own little way in this, and we will absolutely forge our own. I know, drama, right? We're going to forge our own little way in this, and we will continue to be 100% authentic with everything that we do, not just on this channel, but with Kirsty. And I know Kelly's the same, and Belinda's the same, and obviously Little Miss Budget's the same. At the end of the day, we talk honestly about whether we like stuff or not. So yeah, adverts are supposed to be declared, and they have to put ad in the list. Sorry, I've got a hair that's just somewhere. There is a hair. When you get one of your baby hairs, it's like. Yeah, absolutely, Renata. Same to you, my darling. Have a lovely, lovely day. But that is going to be it now for me. You do have to declare PR. You do have to declare if you've got something gifted. So yeah, and you're supposed to declare if the company has any kind of editorial control over the content of the video. So there are 2 different ways to do that. One, you can make a video for that channel's social media posts, which is one way. And the other way is that they then control what you put on your channel. That's something I'm never going to do. I'm never going to have a brand control what I put on my channel. However, I am happily making a video for this particular brand's own YouTube channel, talking about how I use their products. Happy to do that, because on this channel, you will get the absolute 100% authentic opinion. And that's never going to be bought. You know what I mean? Just because, no. You see my collection. I don't need no more fucking makeup, do I? You can't buy me off with a box of fucking makeup unless you're Fenty. If Fenty want to send me like a shit ton of makeup, I've got there's 6 of your highlighter palettes, Fenty, that I don't have. Not highlighter palettes, 6 of your eyeshadow palettes that I haven't got yet, Fenty. So if you'd like to send me those, that would be good. We can do a deal. And all your foundations and skincare ranges and skincare, Fenty Skin, yeah, all of that. If you want me to be a Fenty bitch, absolutely send me it. We can talk. Oh my god, right, I'm going. It's been nearly 3 hours. My voice is going. I've got to film later, and I'm going to go and let the poor dogs out for another week because they only went out for a little bit this morning. But anyway, thank you so much to my 3 spanners now: Little Miss Budget, Vanessa, Kirsty, who's obviously Kirsty, and the lovely Anita. So thank you so much to my spanners. Thank you so much to everybody for watching. Go and check out all of the wonderful people's channels that I've mentioned. And we will see you tomorrow night, everybody, over on Kirsty's channel, which is Making It Up, MAKE-ING Up, for a live stream at 8 p.m. UK time. Do go and check out Afflicted Beauty. Go and have a look at Kelly's channel. Go and have a look at Little Miss Budget. Go and have a look at Beauty with Becky X on the end with a kiss. Go and have a look at Belinda Chapman's channel. Go and have a look at Strange Presence, Robin's channel. Go and have a look at all these people because they're wonderful people. And don't forget, have a little look-see on Facebook as well on Making It Authentic. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I will see you all very soon. Have a lovely weight loss week. If you are on plan, do please let me know. If you are going to be doing some wonderful home-cooked, low-sin, low-calorie meals, again, let me know. We will see you next week for that. And yeah, whatever you're doing, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you all very, very soon. As they say at Slimming World, hopefully we'll see less of you next week. But for some of you that are trying to gain weight, we'll see more of you. Whatever. Hopefully we'll see you all. Anyway, that's it now. Bye, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye. Awkward wave. Awkward wave.